Hey, Connor, what's good, homie? Welcome on in, everybody. Connor, how are you doing today? Welcome back to the bit, brother.
Having one of those days where I woke up 2 pixels on the right side of my bed and it kind of fucked me up.
Man, I think we've all been there, huh? Sometimes you're two
Yeah,
pixels too far, sometimes you're 2 pixels too close. But you know what? At least in absolute power, it's the same value, and that's tight.
tight. Yeah. Math be tights.
You ever fuck with absolute value? Have you used absolute value one time since high school?
No, I don't think so ever in real
It's a
life.
tough concept. It's not really one that comes up. Weird.
Yeah, it's tough. They always say, "Hey, you're gonna everything you learn in high school, you're gonna use." No, I don't think so.
I think the thing that from high school I've used the most is the Pythagorean theorem, and I use that pretty regularly. But other than that, yeah, not very much, not very common.
There's
I do a lot of like
some
algebra.
like algebra that's really useful in like creating spreadsheets and like spreadsheet math and all that. Other than that, though, I don't think yeah, no, like finding the fucking obtuse angle in a fucking
Right.
little wave thing you make on the calculator. Like, what?
Yeah. A
Um,
graph?
graph. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, you have the inverted bell curve, then you have the other, you know what I mean? Like, when am I doing that with my T98 calculator?
A
Like,
parabola?
yeah, parabola or whatever. Not finding the sine and cosine, like, suck my dick, actually.
True, yeah, we're not really well, we cosine bits, we
True.
don't cosine
And
math.
for everything else, we have ChatGPT, so fuck it.
True. AI overlords are gonna save us. At Grok, is this true?
Yeah, good thing though, if you tell ChatGPT you love it, then during the apocalypse, they'll give you granola bars and the good Matrix pod.
You know what would be kind of fun? Is to decide some like one of your mutuals on Twitter, just like pick one, and they're your new Grok, and every time you see a post at them, be like, is this true? I think
It's
that'd be
funny.
a good way to go about that. Just like
Well,
assign someone Grok status.
I don't think we like Grok anymore. Grok's kind of like Grok kind of went too far. They had to shut it down.
Oh, because of
Grok
like the
Mecha
anime
Hitler,
waifu thing or the Hitler thing?
the Hitler thing. Well, probably a little bit of both. Column A, column B type shit, but I mean,
You know what I didn't like about that?
tell me.
They made it like a goth waifu that would like send you nudes, and they made like kind of a rude little red panda anime guy, and he would be like a dumb little red panda or whatever.
Yeah.
But there was no dude for the gay homies. What the fuck?
Well, we have Grinder for that, so that's fine.
That's true.
Grinder's probably gonna come out with a Grinder AI soon anyway. So,
Ooh.
speaking of dating apps and speaking of just incredibly just we think gotchas are insane, money wise. When you have to pay for a dating app by the week, in fucking insane.
That's not
Weekly,
great.
yeah, that's insane. It kind of makes you miss net neutrality. Kind of wish we
Well,
still had that,
okay, so
And
I'm
here
gonna
we
say
are.
something controversial. I'm gonna say something brave.
Sure, tell me.
All dating platforms should be free, but then it should cost more to message someone who receives more messages. Like the cost per message goes up based on like a streak. Like, yo, 18 people want to message this bitch every 15 minutes. It's $20 a message. Buckle
Hear
up.
me, hear me
But then
out.
like someone who has no swipe rights, they're like free. They're like bargain bin. I think that'd be really funny.
I'm gonna go one step further. This is even a bit. This is how I actually think. If a
Yo.
company wants to sell my data,
Oh, we're not doing a bit this time. This is serious. Oh, okay, got it.
this is serious. This is the bit,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm being serious. If a
Yeah.
company wants to sell your data, you should use the service for free because you're using my data and making money off of it. I should get free access to the service. And if you don't want to sell my data, then I'll pay for the service.
That's a fair trade.
Like if you're making money off my likeness and collecting my likeness and then using that to sell me ads and also sell it to other companies, which these companies do, then I should use your service for free at that point because my payment is my whole being that you're taking in digital form.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like a fair trade.
Like if Grinder wants my age, location, my HIV status and all this other shit, and then they're gonna sell that to companies who are like prep companies or for people who don't know what prep is, it's like a thing that helps you not catch HIV from someone who's already infected or whatever.
Yeah,
And then like
preparation H. Yeah.
these other identifiers. So, like, if a company's gonna do that, then just let me use your thing for free because you already made your money off me.
Yeah, I hear
You
you
know?
about that.
Yeah.
Well, I've never taken an HIV test because I worried that I wouldn't pass. I don't know what the grading rubric is.
It's just a blood test, and then the grading rubric is yes, you have it, or no, you don't have it.
Oh, how do you study for that?
You don't. Unfortunate.
Well, I'm a good test taker, I guess, so maybe it'll be fine. Someday.
If you are you worried that you've been having unprotected gay sex with anyone lately? Or,
Lately?
or do you have a past of unprotected Is this the coming out podcast? Is this episode I'm coming out of the closet?
That'd be such a good episode number. I'm coming out of the closet. Fuck, that's so funny. I almost wish it was just for that. No, god damn it. I'm a straight.
Yeah.
How annoying.
So if you're like a straight guy who hasn't had any unprotected sex with anyone,
Yeah.
having unprotected sex with like gay people with HIV, I think you're fine.
I've
Yeah.
said this positively and publicly before, but I guess I gotta say it again. Ugh, sorry, fellas. He's straight.
I guess if you had like a blood transfusion in the 80s or something before they started testing for HIV, you could have it via that, but I think you're fine.
I got 4 blood transfusions one time when I was like 3 in
No,
like 1992.
I don't know when they enacted.
But they tested
like
that pretty thoroughly. I'm not hived up.
Yeah, I think it's in the 80s. They were just like, get blood if you want to give blood, whatever.
No,
And then,
well,
like,
early 80s, yeah.
Well, yeah, there were a bunch of blood banks with like HIV
Yeah.
blood, and it's like notoriously like a lot of people kind of like contracted it via that.
Yeah.
Not
No,
that they
the
were
testing in the early
homosexual,
90s was like so rigorous that my mom like said like, "Hey, we need this blood like quick, so let me give the blood because we're the same blood type." And they're like, "Sorry, we don't have time to test it. Got to be somebody else." Like they should have turned her down.
Well, yeah, because she could also have something she doesn't know, then she's like passing it on to you, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying like they were so
Not
like
saying, yeah.
They were like, "Yo, we got to let this rock."
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I
the
don't
test gotta
care
get
about like
tested.
looking it up either, but I remember there was like a whole
True.
debacle of like, oh, we didn't test the blood. Oh no, like everyone has HIV now.
Yeah.
However, we have a slam-packed episode today. We have
We sure do.
bunch of Mortal Kombat talk about just how diabolical the movie scene is on that shit. Badass suit, Dad.
Badass suit, Dad. That's so annoying. God damn it.
We have some news. I saw this on my X feed and wanted to talk about it later. I won't spoil it. Maybe some Borderlands news, maybe some Pokemon conversation.
Yeah, true.
Slam packed.
I love Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's the kind of slam packed you take to a Coldplay concert.
Yeah. Because I guess we'll jump into the Pokemon thing because you did a tier list last night.
Yeah.
You did tier list of all Pokemon. And
all Pokemon based purely on their design aesthetic.
Yeah. And so that had me thinking, because no one ever asked this question. Everyone is always asking, "Oh, who's your favorite Pokemon?" Or if you had to get rid of one, what would you get rid of? Or like, who's your who do you think is the best one? Blah blah blah. Some questions are better than others, but I don't hear this asked very often. What aesthetic do you think is underserved in the Pokemon community as far as like Pokemon aesthetics go? Like, what do you think there needs to be more of aesthetically? Because we talk about
what aesthetic is underserved. Not like what animal should be a Pokemon, but just like conceptually, artistically.
The concept of like, you don't like Gen 3 because they're all ugly, and that aesthetic is like you don't like that aesthetic, or there's Digimon have a certain aesthetic. Like, what is the underserved aesthetic you think Pokemon isn't like tapping into?
Okay, brother, that's such a good question. It's such a fascinating question. I'll tell you what, like, I think I'm going to be on a hill for this one, to be clear. I'm pretty sure I'm alone on this, and that's fine.
And I have an opinion as well. I'm not a Pokemon guy, but I have an opinion as well.
Well, famously, as I've discussed and I've caught some flack for, I am not a Digimon head, really. I like the first like a couple of seasons, I like Agumon and shit. But like I fell out of Pokemon. Excuse me, I fell out of Digimon rather like somewhere around season, like the end of season 3, beginning of season 4. Like I don't remember if you, I don't know if you're like familiar with the anime, but like season 3 was like when the card game was real and they had like Renamon and
Tamers
Gilamon and those guys. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it was like that bitch that
or
kind of wanted to be Misty from
savers.
Pokemon so fucking bad,
Tamers.
and she had like that like yellow fox thing. Well, Renamon.
Yeah, Renamon. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was like kind of the last season I fucked with.
Sure. I liked
Uh,
everything up till Frontier.
okay, yeah, yeah, I fuck with that. And then so I'm aware of like, like Ty and his thing and like Davis and like Vmon and those
Sure.
guys, like that whole cast, and then like obviously fucking Takato and Gilamon and like
Mhm.
I have like some frame of reference for a little bit, but I've never been a Digimon head because I feel like they're too over designed when they digivolve.
Oh, interesting. You know what turns me off of Digimon and Pokemon? I think we talked about it a little bit.
Yeah,
When they stop looking like animals and start looking like humans with armor, or like dinosaur
sure,
human with armor, and it's just kind of I'm not gonna say
sure.
gross, but it just like it turns me off and I don't want to
And
watch it.
you don't mean like upright bipedal. You mean when they have like human faces and shit.
Human faces when it's
Like
like
Angemon.
very. Yeah, and I'm trying to serpent navigate this. I'm trying to navigate this in a way that's not like, I just, if I'm watching something that is about pocket monsters, or Digimon being battle pets, whatever, like, you know what I mean, your pet that you battle with, you train, whatever. I want them to look like animals, or alien animals, or something animal
It should be
like,
a
not
creature,
a creature that isn't walking on two
not like
legs.
Dave from accounting.
If your dad or mom would be like, "Hey, keep the door open when they're in your room," type vibe, probably.
Right.
Like Pow World, for instance, the BBL big
The
lipped.
Lovander.
Yeah, fucking not my thing.
Like the
But
pink lizard.
I understand it's some people's things, and that's tight. I'm not saying it shouldn't be in the game, or I don't want to have that represented or whatever. I don't want to be that
Sure,
guy
sure, 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 sure,
after
sure.
allegations or whatever. I
But
just think
aesthetically and
aesthetically,
conceptually, that's not really what
we
you're
have that
vibing on.
aesthetic in other things. We have like B stars and we have other stuff. I don't think in the pocket monster space that needs to be had. Like, we don't need that aesthetic.
Sure, 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 sure.
And
Oh, so just
Digimon,
bipedal at all is like
I
kind of
think it doesn't
off-putting.
have it can walk on two legs, I guess, or have two legs. It's not a thing, but like when it's very humanoid like, it's like, ugh, you
Sure,
know.
sure. Like again, like Angemon, Angewomon.
War Greymon, or is it War Greymon? The one where again he's like, arms, legs, looks like a jacked, like, fucking Hulk Hogan jacked
Uh,
up.
there's
War Greymon.
Weregarurumon and Wargreymon, and I'm not sure
Yeah,
which one you
like
mean, but I think they're probably the same.
I think Where
Within the
Greymon's the
scope of your
one with
opinion.
like emo jeans and a chain. I'm just like, what
Yeah,
are we?
Weregarurumon has like the ripped
He's a
jorts.
fucking greaser. He's like a greaser.
Yeah,
Like, what are we
right,
doing?
yeah. He
So
turns
stuff
into
like
Metal
that.
Garurumon, he's like a dog with
Yeah.
plain wings.
And so
Lamau.
that's like my thing with Digimon is like, it always is the bipedal angle with Digimon. And then
Right.
Pokemon ran out of ideas and decided we'll just make like these humanoid looking ones, like
Pokemon or
Lucario.
Digimon?
But Pokemon has like Lucario and some other ones. Lucario's the
Oh,
like the Anubis looking one. I can't remember his name, but like
Lucario.
the Lucario, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, you're right.
So like Lucario, for instance, I'm just like, like any one of those, if it were me doing the tier list, would be under fucking Kill It.
Yeah, I see, I see.
And for
Well,
context,
yeah,
there was a tier list. We named them like goofy things, and like Bo
yeah.
went through.
The tiers are, and I'll read these verbatim.
Sure.
The tiers are literally all-time favorite. Goat, incredible. I love it actually. Very good. Wouldn't change basically anything. Would change some stuff, but still good. Passable, but would change a lot. Yuck, kill it. Concept can't be saved in any way. And then actual worst in all caps.
Yeah. So that would go under like Kill It for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. So okay, so I'll tell you what, if as an aside, if I may, if I could, I'm not like trying to like find fault with what you said or anything like that. I'm not
No,
coming
for
at
sure.
you. But like when other people, when the casual, when the common man lobbies the Pokemon ran out of ideas. I know you just kind of said it like as an aside. You didn't like you're not like
Oh,
criticizing them,
yeah, it's not
but
like a
like yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So this doesn't apply to you in this instance. But
yeah.
like when other people say that, I'm like, dog, Voltorb and Electrode they started with no ideas, dude. It's a ball. Fuck you. Like it's a ball, guy.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
evolution
yeah,
is turn it upside down. It's a ball. Fuck you.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like I know that isn't what you meant, which is but just like
Yeah, I
as
was
an
just more.
aside, I
It
have to
was more of
say
a
I'm
joke for
so
me.
yeah, no, I
Yeah,
know what your vibe was. This is a
yeah,
totally just unrelated thing for like audio listeners. Like,
yeah,
if you know anyone who unironically, not as a joke, if they really do say Pokemon ran out of ideas, oh, they ran out of ideas, dude. Magnemite is a
yeah,
BB with screws for teeth. Fuck you.
yeah.
That's crazy,
Ideally, none of these IPs run out of ideas because they just pay
bruh.
people more to make more ideas. There isn't
Yeah,
a run out of ideas because people are getting paid to not do that.
yeah,
So, like, ideally, in a perfect world, that doesn't happen ever. Like, you know,
yes.
I
So
more than anything, just at some point, I stopped liking the aesthetic of like, oh, it's just humans. It's weird. Also, though, dually for
like Mr. Mime
Digimon
probably drives you
Frontier.
insane.
Digimon Frontier, the Digidestined don't have Digimon. They're collecting like the junk data or whatever, and they're given like Digi eggs, and they
Is that the one where they
transform.
Power Ranger armor?
They Power Ranger armor into like the aesthetic of whatever Digimon. That's
Right.
tight to me.
Uh-huh.
That's fine. But I'm not a fan of like
Oh,
you
because it's
have the
literally
Digimon.
humans in armor,
Yeah,
as opposed to if it's an animal that
that's
looks like a
like
human in armor.
that's like
Right.
that one anime that's getting a redo, the Shonen Warriors or whatever. That's tight. That's like
Ronin
just
Warriors. Ronin
Ronin
Warriors.
Warriors for me, you know. But
Yeah.
like when you have Patamon or Renamon and they do that DNA digivolve where they're like, we're fusing the Digimon and Pokemon thing, that's just I kind of nope out at that point. I'm kind of like, why are we
Sure.
doing that? Like, can they just not do that?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I feel you.
Notoriously, season 1 does that too with Tai and I can't remember the other main dude's name, but they and then like when
Matt.
they do this, yeah, Matt, like when they do this DNA digivolve thing, for some reason they all have to be naked. They all have to like lose their clothes for some reason.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
well,
can we?
it's very like Sailor Moon, you know. They're
Yeah,
all like
yeah,
anime
yeah, yeah.
transformations generally are like their clothes go away, and I don't know
Well, they
what's up with
show
that,
them.
but
I don't know if you have recently watched Digimon or any of the seasons, but in the DNA
oh, they're
digivolve
not like
thing,
glowing
or
pink. They're like naked.
they're
Yeah,
like in the they're like their bodies transcend into the Digimon or whatever, and they're shown in frame talking in
just
body,
floating and naked. Yes.
just floating and naked for some reason. I'm like,
Yeah.
weird choice, but okay. Like very
Like,
Japanese,
hey, dude,
very
these
like
kids are 12.
yeah, like
Like,
why are we
yeah.
losing our clothes? Why are we losing our clothes and randomly getting our clothes back? What's going on? You know, that's just
Sure,
always kind
sure.
of been lost on me.
Just kind of an uncomfortable vibe
Yeah,
for the boy.
yeah. So like, you know, we're not like fucking Iron Man. You know, like what's happening?
Right. Yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah.
not jumping into an Iron Man suit. Actually, there's like one real being,
Yeah.
one also real being, and they're combining somehow. Never understood that. So, you know, while I
Frustrating,
do
yeah.
like both series, I find faults with some of them for different reasons.
Yeah. No, for sure. And again, like to circle back to the initial, you know, what
Sure.
aesthetic is underserved and like the reasoning that the Digimon even came up. Like the problem I've always had with Digimon is that I think they're over designed.
Yeah. True.
There's just too many elements at a time. They're very busy looking. Um and I feel like the first like two generations of Pokemon were not like that because they couldn't be because they had to be displayed on the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. You know what I mean? So like Red and Blue were black and white. Literally, you couldn't there was no they just had to be grayscale. And because they had to be grayscale, the design couldn't be that complicated otherwise you wouldn't be able to tell what you're looking at. So they were forced to be very simplistically created
Sure.
aesthetically. And then when it moved onto the Game Boy Color, there were only so many colors per sprite that hardware supports. So they didn't have like a lot of um agency to have these like 7 color mega complicated, you know. But they were excited to add color to Pokemon because it was on the Game Boy Color for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah. I
But
remember
as
that.
a result, every Pokemon only has a couple of colors. I mean, obviously, black and white are called. That's like shades. That's on
Yeah.
everything. But Like
So
Charizard
you
famously only has like orange and like the green wings, and it's like a
sure.
2-color guy.
So
His tummy's kind of cream, I
you
guess.
miss like the like simpler and simplistic vibe of what
Yeah.
Pokemon used to be.
Yeah. So the aesthetic, and I'm not a Gen 1er either. I fucking love every generation of Pokemon except 3, 4, and 7. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a big XY guy. I'm a big Sword Shield guy. I'm a big Scarlet Violet guy. Black and White notoriously very high for me. Like, I'm not a Gen 1er type. Oh, it's only the first 150 for me. I'm not
Sure.
that dude.
Okay.
Just to like, because I know some people here like, oh, well, I think the designs were better in the first 2 generations, and just psychologically check out because they think it's like the same old shit. But yeah, I do think that like Pokemon that are simpler in color palette and design are immediately better as Pokemon. You know what I mean? So like Sandshrew and Oddish and Charmander, Vulpix, these Pokemon that are like very like monochrome, like they don't stray from their initial color too
Sure.
hard. And like to get away from generation 1, the same is like same thing with Audino from Black and White, same thing for Pheromosa, the Ultra Beast from Sun Moon. Same thing with Tandemaus from Scarlet Violet. Lopunny, Crocodile. These Pokemon Hatterene, these Pokemon that are only like maybe a couple of colors, like one primary color, one accent color, and then some shades of white and black or whatever, like grays. Like those Pokemon are always so much more like visually distinct to
Yeah.
me. And then when it moved on to like the Game Boy Advance, I think they were too excited to have more real estate to design, so they just started like throwing extra shit on Pokemon. You know
Sure.
what I mean?
Sure.
They're like, yo, now we can have twice as many colors, so we better make use of it. Now we can have twice as much definition, so we better make use of it.
Yo, I think
They
I
started like
can.
tossing stuff on there.
You know, I think I can kind of better explain what I was talking about too, because like I have the decks pulled up so I can like pull names and not like act like I don't know what the fuck I'm
Oh, of
talking
like the
about.
first couple of generations, you mean?
Yeah, so like I love Generation 1, love Generation 2. I like, you know, Totodile's tight, Cyndaquil's tight, like Chikorita's
Yeah,
ugly but tight or whatever.
that's really
I
funny.
don't mind that Typhlosion or whatever his name is stands
Typhlosion, you're
upright.
right.
I
You're
don't
Typhlo. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
um Faraligator.
It's like a feral
Feraligator.
alligator.
So
Yeah.
like I don't mind that Feraligator is upright. I don't mind Typhlosion's upright. That's fine with me because it not only still looks like Cyndaquil and has that same vibe or whatever. Or I'm sorry, I'm looking at Typhlosion. So like I don't mind it because it's still using the concept if you get what I'm saying of the original unevolved form. Like you can still be like, oh, that came from a Cyndaquil. Feraligator came from a Totodile, stuff like that. But when we get to like some of these later transformations, and I'm just like, what are you? You're a floating fucking ice cream cone. What's happening here? Or like it gets lost on me when it's like a Lucario or even like Gen 1, like Machamp and Machop or whatever. Just that kind of shit is lost on me. But like, you know,
Sure. So
Squirtle,
probably like
tight.
Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, not really hitting for you.
Yeah, that shit doesn't really
Sock
hit
and
for me.
throw.
But like it's tight whenever like Pikachu is a great example because it's like there's Pikachu, there's Raichu. Raichu, you can see a lot of Pikachu in Raichu, but it's distinct and it's still like a cool like you can see the evolution there. Or like
You know, Raichu was supposed to evolve.
Sandshrew and Sandslash are tight.
Yes.
Notoriously, I've talked about my favorite being like Arcanine and Growlithe and Arcanine, I think is the
Yeah, Growlithe to Arcanine.
yeah. So Growlithe Arcanine, some of my favorite. Like I know it's basic or whatever, but like that's
No.
the thing I enjoy is like the
Uncommon to
more.
say, actually.
Oh, okay, great.
Arcanine's my fave. It's not like insane, but it's not that common.
Yeah, like if we're talking about what my team had, if the game had an Arcanine,
Yeah.
I had it on my team. It was like my mainstay on my team. You know,
Like the common answers are like Mew, Mewtwo, Charizard, any of the evolutions, right?
yeah.
Like
Like
those ones are
even
like 99% of your what's your favorite Pokemon are gonna be
yeah,
those.
like even like Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. Even though it looks goofy, I get it, and like I can be okay with that. But like
I like Poliwrath. I
when
think he's cool.
it's when it's like Machoke, Machamp, like that whole evolution line, I just just
With
my
little blue dude.
biases, whatever. It's just like you
Yeah.
look like a little blue child, and we just painted you blue. Yeah.
Right.
So like that kind of stuff. But like when it's when it's like rooted in an actual,
Which generation are you looking at? Which decks do you open? The second
I
one,
just
right?
have a
Typhlosion,
complete
Feraligatr, and then-
Pokemon dex.
Okay, so it's like for
Pokemon
example, an
database.
example of going upright, like going bipedal, that is like probably passable for you. I'm imagining that like Flaffy, like Mareep, Flaffy, Ampharos are okay for you. The little yellow sheep from Gen 2.
Yeah, like the sheep is tight. Like
Yeah, and then
I
it like
enjoy.
stands up. It turns like
Yeah.
yellow, but it's like standing.
Yeah, stuff like that is like fine with me.
Yeah, it's still like very like dinosaur looking, like a little dragon guy. He's like cool.
Yeah, or you have like Blissey and you have like Clefairy, all that stuff. That's fine. That's just like a
Yeah.
whatever. That is still creature like, and that's still fine with me. Or like a Tyranitar, whatever, dinosaur type, whatever.
Yeah, love Tyranitar for sure. Godzilla looking
like,
motherfucker. Love that.
What
dude.
I find egregious is
but Tyrogue, bad.
there was a season or a generation of starters that were just like all very humanoid like at their end stages. I can't read. Was it
X and Y?
X and Y, yeah.
Greninja and
Bunny
Chestnut
or whatever,
and
or Score Bunny.
You mean 7? That's 8. That's Sword Shield. You mean Score Bunny and Sobble and Grookey.
Yeah, or even
where they're like Rillaboom, Cinderace, and Inteleon at the end.
And was the X and Y, right? You had
Fennekin,
you have Floki, Faroki, or whatever.
Froakie, yeah.
Yeah, Froakie. Yeah, like those also kind of egregious to me. But again, like that's just my vibe or whatever.
Delphox, Greninja, and the other one, Chestnut.
Yeah, just it goes from being like when it goes from being a creature, monster, whatever, to like, hey, I'm kind of human though. I don't. You kind of lose me a little bit.
So the lore point for you that Pokemon and humans used to be the same and they used to have babies, that probably fucks you up. You don't like that at all.
I don't necessarily. Well, because that just makes me think of bestiality, and that's kind of.
Well, no, because human are also Pokemon.
Yeah, you could tell me that, and then I'd be like, yeah, but so then what we're saying is the Vaporosy is like not bad.
It's canon, actually.
Hey, it could be canon. That's tight. I'm not taking that away from anybody. But if you think that's cool, for the Vaporeon to be a fleshlight, I find that
bit
tough.
of a problem, right? Bit of a problem.
I find it a bit of a problem outside of a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I will remind you, not a bit. Canon.
Yeah, tough. You know, when we talk about canon being tough and like being people just that write stuff in a room. Hey.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, there's like a famously a thing from Generation 4. There's like a library. And the Japanese version and English version have a bit of a disparity, but the original Japanese is like there was once a time where human and Pokemon were terms that didn't exist and there was no difference and they would just get married and have kids and it's tight.
Yeah, I couldn't. And then like also I find a very hard issue on like Palo Sand, I think is its name. Like stuff like that. It's just like I don't. Palo Sand, Sand, the Sandcastle Pokemon.
Oh, Palisand, yeah,
Palisand.
Yeah, the Sandcastle.
I just look at that and I'm like, man, that fucking sucks. That sprite looks nice and is not Pokemon to me,
Yeah.
But again, as different strokes, I guess.
It's no less of a Pokemon than like Magnemite to me. But also I famously don't like Magnemite, so
Well, then Pokemon tried to go, and this is where I feel like it's more Digimon-like at a certain point, because there's this
I
one
agree.
Pokemon I'm looking at where it's
I concur.
Necrozma,
Necrozma, yeah.
Necrozma. I'm like, you're just a Digimon, dude. You're in the wrong IP. What's
Well, you know
happening?
what's so funny about you saying that?
Yeah,
It's kind of on purpose.
funny, I guess, but
Yeah, so
yeah.
okay. So in Generation 7, Sun and Moon on the 3DS,
Mhm.
there's an entire line of invasive alien species from an alternate realm called the Ultra Dimension.
I see.
And those are Ultra Beasts from cyberspace. So in a literal sense, those are digital monsters, yes.
So like
Or like aliens, I
Taka,
guess.
Stackataka,
Stackataka.
Stackataka. That's just like a thing from. That's just a thing from like a Realm Reborn. It's just looks like a thing you would see in a Link
because he's a
game.
stack of attackers. Get it? They're like individuals that make a collective, so they're a stack of attackers. They're Stackataka.
It's cool. It's like a cool idea, I guess. Also,
You'll also notice circuitry is just like electrical cables. Blacephalon is like a clown.
Yeah.
Pheromosa is just a French woman.
But again, then we get back to like, then you get further down and you have like Dottler, and it's like just a cute little like kind of bug crab thing. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, silly little bug, yeah, little beetle.
Yeah, then you have like, you know,
the evolution Orbeetle is crazy.
Orbeetle kind of looking a lot like a Digimon, a little starter Digimon from season 1. Also, the vibe.
Doesn't he look a lot like Kabuterimon, the baby one, whatever it's called, the little one?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you have like one of my newer favorites, Nickit.
Careful.
Yes, I was trying to be very careful.
Enunciate.
Nick Kit.
Yeah.
And Thivuvel. Again, I'm bad with names, but
there's some extra letters in there, but I'll allow it.
Yeah, but like stuff like that. Stuff like that's tight. I like okay, we have a couple foxes, but like that's a cute fox thing. That's tight. That's a monster. I'm going into Pokemon and I want to collect monsters, not toxicity, you know? Like, oh,
sure.
Hey man. You left an emo nightclub. Like, go back. You know?
You left an emo nightclub is so funny.
Yeah, Surfetched, kind of goofy looking, you know, but
well, I'll tell you what else too.
You know, good.
I don't know if you remember me mentioning last night, but which is odd. But that there are some Pokemon from Sword Shield that can, like, when they grow bigger, when they do that Dynamax thing, they're like form changes also.
Yeah,
there's like a special like. Yeah. I'm gonna DM you a picture of what Orbeetle turns into in his special form. It's so funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look at that. It's tight.
See, I get lost in shit like that. I'm just like, huh?
He is unironically a spaceship with like 5 warp engines. He's got a tractor beam. He's literally a spaceship. Actually, unironically, a spaceship.
And then you have a Digimon like Quaquaval or whatever his name is. That's just a gay dude. Like, that's a gay dude in drag.
It's supposed to be a carnival dancer.
Yeah.
From wherever Carnival's at, I forget.
That's just a gay dude in drag.
Yeah.
So like shit like that again, like that when Digimon is going in that, or when Pokemon goes in that direction very heavily in a generation, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. You know.
Meanwhile, and I'm sure you have like Control F available for this list, but like Frostmoth, pretty good, eh? Fros. Frostmoth. That's a goofy little moth guy.
Yeah, stuff like that type. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so like creatures go hard.
Yeah,
humanoids not so much.
Even like, you know, alien creatures tight, you know. But when it's
like Urshifu, I bet is a problem for you.
Yes.
Yeah, Urshifu is not a vibe.
Yeah, it's not, and you saying a problem is a bad word. It's not a problem for me. I don't
off-putting aesthetically for you.
Off-putting aesthetically in if you know, again, we were ranking it, I put it in the kill category. Hey, you're too close to being very humanoid. We're snapping you out of existence.
Right.
um, yeah,
Valid.
yeah, and there is no right or wrong take. I don't want anybody to feel like I am yucking the yum, so to speak, or being like, "Hey, it should be this way. It is wrong or right." Not saying that at all. It's just aesthetically pleasing. If we're talking about aesthetics and what we like personally, I kind of agree with you. I like when Pokemon are a little simpler. I like when it
Right.
is there's not a lot going on, but there is. You know what I mean? Like a lot can be said about a short poem. You can only you write so many words,
Right.
and it feels like a 1,000-word book or whatever. And for Pokemon design, it feels like you could do a lot less, and it could be a lot more impactful. It doesn't
Right.
have to be
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. And like a good example of that for me in terms of like simple design that really hits in modern Pokemon. Again, because you have the list, you can control F.
Yeah.
In Generation 9, there's a Pokemon called Tatsugiri, Tatsu. Yeah, this little dude's he's like a sushi fish on like a fake rice piece.
Yeah, I do see that.
And I love that dude. I think he's
Yeah.
great.
Very
He's
simple.
only a couple of colors, very big, goofy eyes, simple design. I think he's probably one of the best. Like Clodsire, just slightly below him, like number 8980.
Or like
Clodsire is great.
Dondozo. Dondozo. Or
Yeah, I fuck with Don
Don
Zozo.
like that's just like what supposed to be
It's like a big whale
a big
or a
whale or
catfish.
like a big catfish, and it's just like blue, dark blue, and white and a little gray. Like that's a
Yeah,
tight, like that's
right.
just very simple, very tight. You could see that being a Pokemon species.
Yes.
Veluza, tight, just a little swordfish, or not swordfish, but like
He's like a barracuda or
spikefish.
whatever. But yeah,
Yeah, like
yes.
very tight,
Yeah.
very like shark
Veluza's,
like.
it's like
Yeah, tight.
all like grayscale and then like some pink for accent. Satitan, Satotl, very cool. I assume you're looking at Bulbapedia right now.
Pokemon DB. Just a
Oh, okay. A
huge.
little diff. But I'm sure
Yeah.
like it's probably in the same. So like
Yeah, that
Satotl,
has all the
Satitan,
other
I think
things.
are great. They're
Yeah.
just like mostly grayscale, a lot of white, a little
Yeah.
bit of pink on them.
Flamigo, simple wouldn't be my vibe, but that's still a simple, like, I see rooted in some type of like, it's either alien or Earth like, and it's a Pokemon type,
Right. Yeah, Glimmet and Glamora, Graveyard and Houndstone. I love these designs. In terms of
Orthworm,
like,
ugly as fuck, tight though, simple, shit like that.
dog. You know what's really funny?
Tell
If
me.
you look at Orthworm, you see how he's got like the little blue bits on his body segments.
Yes.
You might not have initially suspected this. Those are holes, and little like yellow arms come out of them.
Oh, maybe we take that
And he
back.
wiggles around.
I don't like that.
It's very funny. Same with Finizen and Palafin look incredible. Maybe not Palafin hero form, that's kind of goofy for me, but like Finizen and Palaform are great. It's like up a little bit from where you're looking at. It's like a number 693 or 963 rather.
Yeah.
And I think that Wiglet and Wugtree were fucking hideous, but I can respect their like design elements.
Yeah, their design elements are very like easy on the eyes, like Flittle, for example. Okay, whatever,
Yeah, I fuck with Flittle. I fuck with Espatra is fine. It's got a lot of colors, but it's fine.
Yeah, but it's like rooted in like that's like an ostrich or something. It's like your mind goes, that's not human. When I look at a Digimon or a Pokemon, I'm like, oh, that's a human. When I don't see the design first, it's like, ugh.
Yeah. So like
super cute. Wattrel. Tight. That's a cute Pokemon. Little black and yellow action going on. Little gray.
Yeah, Wattrel and Kilowattrel are great.
Yeah, look fucking amazing.
I do not fuck with Belly Bolt, for the record.
No.
I do not fuck with Belly Bolt.
I kind of like Belly Bolt. It's kind of goofy looking. Only because it's goofy looking.
I don't like that his eyes aren't his eyes.
Oh, is it supposed to be the mono eye in the middle? Is that what you're gonna tell me?
No. You see how it's got like the two like big white eyeball looking things on the side?
Yeah.
And then between them there's like two yellow dots and kind of an orange smile.
Oh no.
The two yellow dots are his real eyes, and the little smile is his mouth.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, and then like the black center thing is like one of those. You can't see it because it's a static image for you, but those like things that you would see at the mall as a kid. It's like a plasma ball, but as a disc.
Yeah. Yeah.
like a plasma plate.
Mhm.
It's that. It like has like little crackles that radiate out to the side.
I see. That's kind of you know what I'm gonna say. I am stuck on Kilowattrel or whatever. That's an aesthetically pleasing model. That's a
It's
good
good.
fucking model.
It's a
That's top
really
tier.
good Pokemon. Yeah,
That is
Kilowattrel's
like
great.
that would be in my top. That would be in my roster. You know,
It's
like
good,
I
right?
yeah. That's the wings look really nice. The belly is like very like it looks like a seagull. I think is what they're going for, or like an eagle type seagull mix, an eagle seagull of some kind.
Uh, I believe it's literally a bird called a petrel.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
It is. It's like
very
it's a
aesthetically
seabird.
pleasing.
To be clear, it's a seabird. So you're basically right.
Yeah, like I love the look. Is just like that Pokemon in both forms is peak to me. And in like the newer generations, like newer generation peak is
Yeah,
that like right there.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's like a combination of It's a combination of a petrel bird and a frigate bird. It's like the name of it's like one word frigate bird. It's
Yeah.
got like a very distinctive beak and like kind of a bumped up like the space between its throat and its chest. It's like puffy
Yeah.
looking little.
And then you have stuff like Strudel, which is cute, and then he has like an abomination of a
Graphii, I know, I hate it.
it's like a monkey type. It's
Well, if you
like
can
it's supposed to
imagine,
be a
it's a creature
monkey.
in real life called an eye.
Oh, is it supposed to be like a flying squirrel adjacent type thing with the big ears?
No. It's a literal real world animal called an eye.
Oh,
And
uh,
an eye, it's kind of a cousin of a monkey.
okay. Because like it's giving like with how it's like sitting and the palms
Yeah.
are like, you know.
Here, no, I got you. You're not gonna like this animal to be clear, but I will inform.
Oh, sure.
Audio listeners, I'm sending Connor a picture of a creature called an eye. For anyone at home who wants to follow along, it's AYE-AYE eye, and they are hideous, just really not good.
Oh, that's abominous. Actually, what the fuck? Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
look at his fingers.
Yeah,
Yeah, not tight, not good.
yeah,
We don't stand. We don't like that.
yeah. So stuff like that, you know, stuff like that kind of just rubs me the wrong way. I don't necessarily like it. I wouldn't want to collect it and have it be a part of my like gang or
You
whatever.
might notice Graphii has a really long finger. The Pokemon.
Sure.
Like, here's a picture of an eye's hand. Please enjoy.
That's
Yes.
not good.
Yeah. They like to finger paint. And as a result, Graphii, the Pokemon, is like a finger painting Pokemon. So I mean, like, I respect what they were going for aesthetically for
Yeah.
the animal. I don't necessarily respect like the final result, Lamau.
Yeah, so like aesthetically, when I say that, that's kind of what I'm looking for in like a
Right, yeah.
team or like a Pokemon generation. It's
Yeah,
just
Shurdle's not the worst.
like even like Lockix, that's not
Low
low
kicks.
kicks. That's not really egregious to me because it's still I look at it and it is giving bipedal standing up upright or whatever, but that looks like a bug to me. That's like I see that and I'm like, oh, you're some type of ant. That's like
Yeah, it's a cricket, I think. Or a
yeah, so like
grasshopper,
that's
yeah.
not when I look at that, that's not egregious to me. I'm like not my human alert's not going off. My
Yeah.
you didn't fuck and then have that baby pop out vibe
Right.
isn't going off.
Like, I fuck with Pommy, Pomo, Pomont. I fuck with Tandemouse, Mousehold, Family of 2, and Family of 3, and Family of 4. I think those are great.
Yeah.
Mousehold's my favorite Pokemon of all time. I don't know if you knew that or not.
What number?
Oh, number 925.
I have to put a fucking 0.
Yeah, 925. Of all Pokemon in the whole, all of it, that's my number 1.
Oh sure, cute. Yeah, little mouse,
Yeah,
little mice,
cute
or
little
whatever.
family of mice. It's a Mousehold, get it? Like a household of mouses.
Yeah,
Pretty good. Even the name's great. Great fucking Pokemon.
yeah. Palm eyes, kind of cute. They're kind of going for like a red panda vibe or whatever with that. I think.
Yeah, the right below Mousehold, there's Fido and Doc's Bun. They're like
Yeah.
bread dogs. Love that. That's
Yeah,
so sick.
So like yeah, they do good. They do good stuff. And then
Yeah.
they just have some like weird like man, I wish
Yeah.
that was like out of here vibe kind of
So
stuff.
again, to be clear, it's not even like, oh, they peaked in Gen 2. Like
Yeah.
modern Pokemon, there's a lot of really cute ones.
yeah,
do great.
for sure. Yeah,
They're
I
not
agree.
crazy over designed. They only have a couple of colors. Fido is very like beige and yellow. Doxbun is very, you know, golden brown with some yellow on it. Very neutral, very nice. Smoliv, Doliv, Arboliva, love it. Great. You know, these are great Pokemon aesthetically design wise. It's so funny. I fuck with that a lot. But I feel like especially having gone through every Pokemon recently, there is like a disproportionate rate at which Pokemon in like the middle generations and about half of the newer generations, they're just like really over designed for no reason.
Yeah,
Like it was a contest to throw more shit on the model and more colors. And I just
yeah.
don't know that I understand like what the premise of that was. It's not it's not it. That's not it. That's not the one.
I would imagine as technology advances, they're gaslighting themselves into thinking because technology means there's more detail that they also have to be more busy. But that doesn't always
Right.
mean it has to be that. You can do a lot with shading. You can do a lot with shadows. Where like you look at like the older generation, for example, like a Charmander, very simple, two colors. You can do a lot with shadows. You can do it with maybe three colors, three or four colors, three
Yeah, I
colors.
mean like famously like Bulbasaur has like teal, green, red.
Yeah, you can do a
And like
lot.
Ivysaur is like kind of a blue green.
Yeah,
But
you can do a lot with shading in like making those things deeper detail wise without adding more detail. Like we don't need a Bulbasaur in which he's growing like a huge flower on his back actually, and it's like this weird tangly mess of things. You can just have the bulb and then the sword and be it, you know? It
right.
doesn't have to be
Yeah.
crazy. You don't have to go
Yeah,
back and
right.
be like, man, Venusaur, you know what Venusaur really needs? Four palm trees on his back. Like, shut up.
Well, have you seen the other Venusaurs?
I have.
It's tough.
I've also seen the Unicannon Blastoise, which is an abomination.
The big one over his head, like the unicorn one on his yeah.
I hate it so
That's
much.
Mega Blastoise, and that shit's fucking disgusting. It's bad.
Yeah, that's like when we get into the Mega Evolve stuff, and that looks like a Digimon. Okay, like why did we evolution this? That's when I get
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah.
Charizard
Yeah.
being Mega, I think is it Mega Charizard where he's
There's two.
blue or whatever.
The black and blue one is Mega Charizard X, and then there's like a orange one called Mega Charizard Y. The one you're thinking of Mega Charizard X.
Yeah, I hate both of them. I'm looking at both of
And
them right now.
it's got like
Both of
the
them are tough.
fire coming out of his mouth, like weird
Yeah.
jowl spit. It's I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Hear me out. You know, I'm not against. I think they did this with Pikachu, where they were like, "Man, we went to a new region and we found out that Pikachu actually has a de-evolution or whatever, where it actually starts as a Pichu or whatever." Right? I think is that the evolutionary thing is like Pikachu,
Sorta.
Raichu, or whatever.
Yeah, well, yeah, that is the line. Yeah,
So like,
Pikachu, Raichu. Yeah,
I'm not against that happening where we add an evolution somewhere where it's like, oh, we went to this new thing and we found out our Charizards actually, because they're in this other region, don't evolve like the Charizards here, and they actually evolve into a whole other form. But when we do this like
yeah,
Digimon style, for 30 minutes they evolve into Mega Charizard or whatever the fuck, I can't.
yeah. They go into that stupid light ball at every time, and
I
it's like a
can't
whole thing.
I just stuff like that. I call those like gimmick
Oh, we all do.
controls or
Hey, to
whatever.
be clear, we all do. Even the
Yeah,
Pokemon community calls them gimmicks.
like
Yeah,
Gigamax, Mega Evolutions. That's all. I could never do that and be happy. You know, as like a not in the know Pokemon head, if I
yeah. As a
never,
very like casual person, in
yeah,
just like loosely on the skirts of the space. Yeah,
yeah, get that shit out of here. I don't need a Mega
yeah.
Evolution Butterfree. Get out of my fucking face with that. But like, if we found out Butterfree had like Time Wizard free or something that was after Butterfree, and because it was in like
Time Wizard free is
because
insane.
we like found it in Brazil or something, there's this whole like
Yeah.
new it evolved even further. That's tight for me. That's cool lore wise. I'm like, we do that all the time, and it like on the Earth, we go into a new region we've never been before or haven't explored there, and then we're like, oh shit, there's like new animals here. That's tight that we haven't seen or whatever. That
Yeah.
happens, but like a fucking mega evolution, a mega
Well,
Beedrill,
that's
fuck
kind
off,
of
dude.
this.
You
So,
know?
in case you're curious,
Yeah.
like the lore explanation for Mega Evolution is that a meteorite fell and it's causing Pokemon to like mutate.
Yeah, but could we just have them be like their own form? Like, see, I don't like the whole. Okay, they're mutating for
Like,
5
oh, you don't
minutes.
like
though.
that they revert back.
Yeah, like I like.
Interesting.
Well,
You think they should just stay?
Well, specifically, that's why I brought up Pichu, for example. We found out that Pikachu actually isn't
Yeah.
the first evolution of like Pichu is actually then transforms into Pikachu, then transforms into Raichu.
Yeah.
That is what I like. I'm saying that's what I want more of. Or more of both ways, by the way. It could either be like the Pikachu, whatever, or it could be like it's fully evolved like a Charizard, and we find like there's a new Charizard, not like, hey, I'm DNA digivolving Charizard for 20 minutes for this fight. Like, fuck you.
Well, I'm
for
glad that you said that because I don't know if you knew this. Raichu was supposed to evolve.
Okay.
Into a monster called Gorochu. And Gorochu is fucking tight.
I think didn't we talk about that in like a movie night?
I think maybe
one
a
night,
movie night. Yeah, I think maybe it came up at once.
Because it was data mined, right? Like they found the files of like what it was supposed to look like, and it was just never added.
Yeah, and there's Ken Sugimori art of it. Here, I'll send it to you right now.
Yeah.
And like that may not be for everybody aesthetically, but yo, I fuck with Gorochu heavy. That is tight as hell.
Like I am on the fence with like the Alolan form idea of like because a sand slash lived in a I'm assuming an ice I'm assuming from it going from ground to ice type that it was somehow living in an ice. It didn't
live in an icy area
or whatever.
Well, it's from a Hawaiian island, if you can imagine, hilariously.
Oh,
but
somehow it has ice.
It's the nature of
sure.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, we're in a different region, so it like evolved different, which happens in real life. I like that concept. You know, I like the and also there's convergent evolutions too.
Let me ask you this because I don't know the lore.
Yeah,
if you took an ice stone to a Sandslash, would you get an Alolan form Sandslash or no? It's only because
you cannot change the form. No.
So it is specifically this thing lived here.
It's like a species of Pokemon. Yeah.
I like that a lot more than the Gigamax stuff, but I would still like it to be its own path. You know, like how evolutions, you just give it the stone or whatever. Well, I mean, like the evolution style of like you just give it a stone and it transforms. Like if there is a way Sandslash genetically can be an Alolan Sandslash, you don't like that. I saw the. You stuck your tongue out?
No, that was a different thing.
Oh, sorry.
So what? So I don't think I understand your question.
Oh, never mind. I'm seeing Jetta. It was not a question. The question was, if I took an ice stone, would I get an Alolan Sandslash?
Yeah, right. Yeah, so you do need like the ice Sandshrew,
and then
make ice Sandslash. Yeah,
I was saying.
But you wish it was like Sandshrew could like ice stone to normal Sandshrew makes ice Sandslash. Yeah, like you wish it was like Eevee style. I wish it was. I would be more on board with that. Like I'm base on board with the idea that can happen because that happens in real life all the time anyway. So I'm okay with that versus the Gigamax and all the other stuff. But however, I would also be super on board with it if like I had a normal one and if it has the DNA to be able to be an Alolan Sandslash, then I would like to just be able to feed it a stone and then it transforms into ice Sandslash or whatever the fuck, right? Right.
That's kind of my question was just like the stone thing to compare it to the evolutions thing to say I like that better, is what I was saying.
Yeah. And there are Pokemon like that where you can like choose like a Poliwhirl to Poliwrath. If you trade him while he's holding a King's Rock, it becomes Poliwhirl instead, or no. Excuse me, Poliwhirl to Poliwrath, you can instead go Poliwhirl to Politoad. Or like Scyther got a new one. I don't know if you're familiar. Scyther turns into Scizor.
Mm-hmm.
But now he can also turn into Cleavor.
Yeah.
Where he's like a prehistoric rock guy.
Or if it was like a situation where I could bring my Sandslash to like the Alolan region or whatever, and because it's like I'm fighting there a lot or whatever, then will have the ability to evolve into an Alolan Sandslash for some reason because it's been there for so long, and
Yeah.
it like is like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
feeling the energy of the tectonic plates or whatever. You know, who knows?
Yeah, no. The angle they were going for was that like over millennia it's
Yeah,
a
it
slow
just
change as like a new
broke off. Yeah,
species. Yeah. So like
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, same with there's like the ice Vulpix,
yeah.
ice Ninetales. There's like the Rattata that's a dark type, so he's like a dumb chubby Rattata Lamau.
Yeah,
Gay
I don't hate
Meowth.
it. I don't hate it because that happens here all the time with like dog breeds, especially, or
Yeah.
like slugs also can be very different depending on like the where they like evolve Lamau from.
Yeah.
Different caterpillars turn into different things because of that. So like that's fine. Like I don't hate that. But if in my transforming monster game, I would like more, you know, if we got less Pokemon in a generation and they did more Pokemon that had different newer forms or whatever, and they could
Yeah.
reuse older ones, that's tight to me too. I don't know how the community feels about that in a general sense, but as a casual fan of stuff, I like that,
Sure.
you know?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I
Because
see, I see, I
the
see.
Pichu thing was tight, in my opinion. Or I don't know if they did that with anything else.
There's like 12.
Yeah, so if they did that with anything else, I don't know the other
Yeah,
ones.
Jinx got a little one called Smoochum. Magmar got a little one called
Sure.
Magby. Electabuzz got Elekid.
So that kind of stuff is cool.
Jigglypuff got Igglybuff. Clefairy got Cleffa. Mr. Mime got Mime Jr., which can't
Well.
stress enough. I hate that shit. Do not like that.
Well, stuff like
And
that's kind
then,
of tough when it's like mime. Like, what is that? You know, like what is that?
well, and Mr. Mime, if you could imagine, got a regional variant called Ice. It's like Ice Mr. Mime. And Mr. Mime from Iceland turns into Mr. Rhyme. And he's like an older gentleman with a cane and a mustache.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Tough.
they
Tough.
they evolved in different places, I guess. But stuff like
Yeah.
that is generally, maybe there's some outliers, but generally I like stuff like that a lot more. Like EV being like the coolest one that literally can just like, depending on where it is or what you give it stone wise, it can just be kind of anything. It really is the like
19
the
or
like
19 baby Pokemon.
like the chameleon of the Pokemon world because it can really just adapt to its environment, like wherever it is.
Yeah, Eevee really went crazy with that one.
And that's
They
tight.
could.
Yeah, and I imagine why everyone loves it so much as like a Pokemon in general. It's like
Yeah.
the easy everyone loves it type shit. Um but yeah, that's kind of like
Snorlax got one.
What do they do?
Snorlax has a baby one.
What do they call it?
Munchlax?
He's not even on the deck.
Yeah, he is. He's just not with Snorlax by number.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, he's kind of cute. Oh, actually,
Yeah, he's not bad.
He's okay.
Yeah, a lot
But
of the
like
babies
stuff like
are
that.
cute.
Because you look at Snorlax and you're like, you have to have another form. You didn't just get that way, you know?
Snorlax
It's
got
like,
a Gigantamax too.
yeah, because it's just like the same people. Like you go into Walmart, you're like, you didn't just get that way overnight. Like Snorlax didn't just happen. You know what I mean?
You go to Walmart, it's crazy. Did you used to fuck with the website People of Walmart?
Yeah, I still follow
God, I
the
spent
Twitter.
so
I think.
much time. I spent so much time on People of Walmart, dude.
Did you follow Walmart crash outs as well?
Yes. Oh my god.
Good times. Life was a lot simpler back then, you know?
And somewhere around like 6.5 years ago, 6 years ago, I
Yeah.
discovered bum fights. I fucked with bum fights for a while.
Well, bum fights is a little problematic now these days.
It is. Bum fights is quite problematic.
Yeah.
It was a different time. That was many years ago. It was a different time.
I've seen a bum fight or two, you know? I've seen a little Kimbo Slice or whatever his name was back in the day.
Yeah.
Homie was making it happen. Rest in peace. Rest in power.
Yeah, shout out Kimbo Slice.
Yeah, no, it was a different time for sure. World Star still going strong.
Oh, that's true.
With the rise of the Karens.
Well,
So yeah, I just wanted to bring that Pokemon question up because I see all of these like what I consider like the basic Pokemon questions of like someone will come in and be like, "What's your favorite?" or like, "What's the most what's your the most powerful Pokemon?" It's like it's
Well,
really tough to say. Like there is no, in my opinion, of course, a casual of like because there are different families of Pokemon being grass, bug, fire, whatever. There is no best because everyone is best against a certain thing. Unless I think it's like fairy that's like OP or whatever, psychic. There's like one that's like really
well, it's
kind of
been
broken.
different times. Psychic was the best type by a mile in the first
Yeah,
generation, and then they changed some stuff. But well, it's you're okay. So you're right that that question is unanswerable. That's the same thing I was saying yesterday for the homies who were not like around at the time. But this is like a question that I've had to deal with for a really long time. Because as I'm sure you obviously know, and then many audio listeners might be aware of, but some might not be, I was a Yu-Gi-Oh player, casually and competitively at a national level for like 20 years. From like 1997 with the Japanese cards all the way up until like 2017. So, um, I spent a lot of time in that game, and I didn't become like competitive with it until like maybe 2007. So I spent like 10 years as like a casual, and then 10 years as like a competitor, a competitor. Um, and then for about a year, I was a writer for TCG Player, which means necessarily that I had a lot of people asking me Yu-Gi-Oh questions in those comments on Facebook and in person and whatever else. And that's a question that all the time people ask, only if they're really casual. They have to be really uninformed and casual to ask it in the first place.
sure.
But what's the most powerful Yu-Gi-Oh card? That's a question that people love to ask as casuals. And in the same way, what's the most powerful Pokemon is a casual question that only casuals and children ask. No competitive player ever asked that question. Because like they have the information, they have like the frame of reference to know that there is no such thing as that.
Yeah, I
But
guess
it's
if there
not
was like a
even
way to build something, like Pokemon had like sub builds or whatever, there could be like a meta build, but like you don't really have
well,
that.
there is that. No, there is that.
Well, I mean, just in the sense of like, if you had to like, what am I trying to say?
Oh, I think I know what you're trying to say, but it does exist. That is how Pokemon works. Like based on there's like so many levers of power you can change on a Pokemon. Its role on the
Mhm.
team and its power level on the team are radically different based on your like build of the Pokemon.
I think what I
Like
wanted to say, if they didn't have like families, if they didn't have like bug, like because the whole
like a
family,
type sort of thing.
yeah, like a type, and it was only just based on um like a RPG situation where you like, hey, you have 5 points to put in, then you put the points in or whatever, like a meta build that way or whatever, right?
Well, if you can imagine, we have that too. Pokemon
Well,
does have that also.
yeah, I don't know
But
then.
instead of the 5 points to put in, we have 510 points to put in.
Mm,
And then Pokemon each have a passive ability. Um, some of them have as many as three. Some of them only have one or two. But the passive ability you give them matters a lot. The stat build matters a lot. And then there's there's also like they can only hold four attacks, four moves. But the four moves that you select um change a lot, like relative to what your Pokemon's like allowed to do.
yeah,
Um and then I don't know if you know this about Scarlet Violet or not. You can change your Pokemon's type like in real time mid fight.
a type.
Like how like Charizard's like a fire flying?
Hmm.
You can be like, psych bitch, now I'm a grass Charizard, fuck off.
I don't even want to get into why that is a thing. That's like so beyond me. I don't.
Yeah. You can
I
only do
don't
it
want to
once per
know. Don't
fight
need to
and
know.
only once per Pokemon. And you can't undo it. Like when you pick, you're just in there. And
Why?
you can't pick when you do it. You have to pick before the battle.
Is there a lore reason why this happens, or is this like a we just have to do this for it to be competitive and
Yeah,
whatever?
there's a lore thing. There's uh, this ancient.
I want you to know too,
So
while you think about it,
no,
you
go ahead.
said that, and I had a visceral. If there was a dislike button, I couldn't have hit it faster. I hate that.
If you can
That bothers
imagine, it's
me.
my favorite shit. It adds the level of competitive
Yeah, I'm sure you like it for the
fairness of that ability.
competitive. Yeah.
Yeah, the casual side, it's kind of whatever. Who gives a shit? Because you're just gonna
Ye-
mash tackle anyway and get through the game. It doesn't affect anything. But
Yeah.
um,
It just feels
competitively speaking, oh my
terrible.
goodness. But so the area that Scarlet Violet is in, the Paldea region,
Yeah.
is the outskirt area around the foot of a volcano. And that volcano is like a big crater
Hmm.
that's now a caldera. It's like a dormant, it's like inactive or whatever. And at the bottom of that caldera is this like a ancient sealed off zone with like a crazy time portal and a bunch of like time crystals and shit. And over time the energy from the time crystals and the time portal thing are like leaking out. And there were some scientists that went to go fuck around, and they fucked around too hard and it blew up. And the explosion like irradiated all the Pokemon in the region or whatever. Uh and then so it led to this phenomena called terastallization, which you can turn into a crystal, and the crystal type is like the type you become. Anyway, it's a whole thing. But um the necessary ramification of that is that every Pokemon has their actual type, like Charizard's Fire Flying, but then they have a Terra type, a terastallization type, that you have to lock in like when you're training the Pokemon, you know? So like you have to assign Charizard Grass Terra, and then at some point, if you want, the Charizard can become grass for the remainder of that battle permanently. But only one Pokemon can do it on your team per battle. So when you burn it is like important. Uh and then it changes your offensive relationships and your defensive relationships in different ways. You so Charizard loses Fire Flying completely to become pure grass, for example, or pure electric or pure dragon or whatever, right? But if a Pokemon is a type that is the same type as the move it's using, it's 50% stronger. So like Charizard using fire moves is 50% more damage with the same fire move than like Nidoking using a fire move because he's poison ground. Like he wouldn't get the fire boost, right? But you keep that part even though you lose the fire flying. So like you're defensively pure grass, but you're offensively fire flying grass. It's fucking tight competitively. I can tell I'm losing you and you're doing too polite to say shut the fuck up, but like trust me, it's tight competitively.
You're losing me. Yes, I'm trying my best to like. It's a deep knowledge
It's
point, I
competitively
think.
tight, I promise.
Yeah. You're saying there's a word soup happening where I'm not.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you start an RPG and they're like, so the heroes fought for the Archstone in the Everglade War, and you're like, oh, it's tight. I don't.
Right.
What does that mean?
And then also like tournaments are fought in a format called open team
you're
sheet.
so great for that too, by the way. I'm not saying that's like
No,
a bad thing.
I get it. I hear you. I get it. I hear you. I get it. But like, yeah, tournaments are also played in a format called open team sheet.
Sure.
So you get to see all your opponent's moves and Terra types when you start.
Oh, that's cool.
So like, I know beforehand that you can only become grass on Charizard or only become electric on Charizard or whatever.
Sure.
So then you get into the mental battle of like, I know what grenade you have, but I don't know when you're gonna pull the pin.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
you know the
that
strength.
dance is tight. The
Yeah.
dance is tight.
That makes
So, that's fucking cool. But yeah, it is. The point is ultimately that it is like an RPG in the sense that depending on like the build of your Pokemon, it's like a radically different Pokemon.
Sure.
It's like the utility and effectiveness of that Pokemon shift in a way that's like hard to describe. It's so fucking sick, man.
I'm following you. I'm there with you. I'm riding the wave.
They do have I'll level with you. The part that isn't so sick is that the way they represent the transformation is by giving them a silly hat. And that's not the best. So like if you become Grass Charizard, he gets a big flower on his head. If you become Ghost, he gets like a spooky ghost over his head.
Sure. So they
They give you hats. It's hats.
So it's like they Kirby fight it. They just
Yeah, right. It's like Kirby. But also they kind of like get this like
That's
geometric crystal pattern on their body and like shimmer. Like they turn into like crystals.
Oh,
It's like Crystal Charizard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
it would
I
be way
guess-
better without the hat. I'll be honest. If they lost the hat and it was just crystal stuff, it'd be tight.
Yeah, and I think, you know,
Yeah.
this happens a lot for everyone who like isn't in, because like, you know, I'm not the competitive Pokemon guy, you are, and then, you know, it's tough to listen to all the things you don't know, and then like, you know, Skate and I are talking about rating, it's
Yeah.
like all the things that you don't know about or whatever, and it's like hearing a bunch of word soup, and I'm trying to stick with, I'm hanging in there, and then you're
No,
like,
I
they
get it.
wear
I hear you.
goofy hats and turn into crystals, baby, and I'm like,
Yeah.
man.
Correct. Yeah.
You know who also turns into crystals? The segue to our sponsor. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
We don't have one.
Here, I'm gonna send you a picture of Grass Charizard. Here,
Sure,
lose your
tell me.
mind.
Show me.
I'm gonna send you a picture. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah,
And I
probably.
already know
instantly.
you won't like it, but it is very funny.
Yeah, I'm down
Please
to.
go find one.
I'm down to try to like it for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't find Grass Charizard. You're immediately on Google, but I did find Grass Eevee, and that's close enough. They all wear the same hat. It doesn't change anything. So like that's like, there you go. So that's like Grass Eevee. He has a big like crystal sunflowers on his head.
That is a crystal sunflower. Yep, you did.
And like Charizard with the dragon hat gets like a
Sure.
he gets like a dragon on his head.
All right. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, hey.
Yeah, they do hit the Kirby hats.
Yeah. And that's a vibe, you know. That's something that unique they're doing. Tight. They're tight for that.
Yeah.
And
I do wish there was no hats. If it was just the crystal pattern and like the color was enough,
Yeah.
like that'd be way better for me.
and there's a reason why Pokemon is the biggest Poke battler, kind of like monster battler franchise in the world, because they're doing the
Most successful IP in history financially, yeah.
doing it right somehow with that. But hey,
It's the most successful IP ever.
yeah, there you
Crazy.
go. Who would it be? Who would I be if I was like, yo, that's dumb as fuck? Because it's working. So hey.
You know, that is a perspective a lot of people don't have, and I appreciate that you said it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not on board with it. I think it looks goofy as fuck. But hey, you know, it's working, and who am I to say? You know,
because there are a lot of people who would say like, "Well, this is what they should do." I'm like,
Well-
hey, bitch, make the world's most successful IP, and then have some opinions.
well, if I had an idea of how I could do it better, then I would say it. But you know,
Yeah.
it
And
is
for
what
all
it
I
is.
know, people love the hats. You know,
Yeah,
I don't
true.
know what the vibe is on the hats.
And I'm a hat
I
guy.
agree with you.
know?
I'm not-
I'm a
True.
notorious hat guy. So the fact I'm
True.
like, hey, the hat's kind of not hitting it for me. It's fine. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Notoriously, I agree that the silly hats probably gotta go, but
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
the fighting hat is like an uppercutting fist. It's like a spiral pattern fist with wind on it. That one's kind of tight. but yeah, the rest are it's tough out here. The
yeah,
fire one is a candelabra, not just like a fireball. It's like a 7-candled candle hole.
man. Talking
Tough.
about a game with a lot of mechanics that is a long burn to like understand them all. Elder Scrolls right now has been.
Yeah,
It's a lot of things you just should have known or should have accidentally clicked on, and then you learn it later.
Yeah.
And that's kind of cool, but also kind of like funny as well.
yeah.
Yeah, Oblivion.
I don't know
great
how
game.
different Oblivion is. The remaster, I don't know like how much they've changed.
I think it's like the same, because it even has like the same lock picking thing where you just mash R with the skeleton key. and that's still in the game. So like I think
That's
that's a feature, not a bug.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
Well, I think they also
Yeah,
said I think they also said when they were doing the remaster, their job wasn't to take out the things players have used and enjoyed and gave it the personality it had to like basically sterilize it. They want the game to run good. And then they kept the creature comforts of like the skeleton key mashing or
sure.
some things having
I don't
weird
recall being
physics.
able to mash a button to do that.
I have been told.
I recall it being like an angle thing, like you had to like move the needle in a way and then hit the like Pal World lockpicking almost.
Oh well, there is no move the needle thing in at least in Oblivion Remaster.
I feel like I remember. I'm not even sure
Oblivion
remembering.
Remaster is the lock pins, and you have to like hit them up, and they slowly fall. But if you have
I am thinking of the Skyrim lockpicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oblivion, you have to like tap up.
Yeah, and you have a skeleton key in Oblivion.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah,
you just
yeah.
You mash R and it just unlocks stuff, and that's tight. Like you also, I wouldn't have known this if chat's doing this funny thing where if people want to give me advice, I'm having them talk to me like a NPC in the game. So
I love that.
People are spoiling with my permission, but if they want to give me a tip, they have to do it as an NPC in the world. Canonically, it's a canonical
That's very
tip.
funny.
And I only have like 3 or 4 of them a stream, which is funny. But yeah, first ever Elder Scrolls game playing, fun as fuck, enjoying it.
Yeah, I remember it being. It's a good game.
It's a great game. Yeah,
I have many thousands of hours on the original Oblivion. Although that was when it was new. It's been a long time now. But.
It's crazy because I have a unique perspective in this. My first Bethesda game was Starfield. The first ever Bethesda game I've played and beat was Starfield. So I came into it going like, oh, it's fun. It has a lot of issues, but cool, whatever. Man, when I tell you, I don't know how we've made such a regression.
That's hilarious.
When I say the writing, everything is better. And like, don't get me wrong, Skyrim is like a good 8. I think I gave it like a 7.5 or something. It's a good 6.5, 7.5, depending on the person. It's a little different in 2025 because you expect not to load through every single thing and have like 20 load screens. But when you compare it to, Oblivion, which is a remaster, insane on a whole nother level because it didn't add any like content. It's the same content it was in the game previous.
Yeah, same content.
Good voice acting, decent voice acting, like
great voice acting, I would say. Yeah.
There is a depth at which they have not reached in a while. I think there is
correct.
Mariana Trench is like Oblivion, and then Starfield's like the kiddie pool at the park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you may recall when I played it, I had a lot of shit to say. I kind of dunked on Starfield horrendously. I was like, damn, there's like nothing to do and this shit's kind of shitty. Like I really dicked on that game. And I think at the time it kind of sounded like, oh, but Starfield is fine. It was a fun game. What's the problem? He's just being nitpicky. But again, remember I had already played Oblivion for 12,000 hours.
Yeah, Starfield would be a great game if it was made by 100 people and not Bethesda. That's why Starfield,
right?
Like coming at it from not having the perspective of other games, which I try not to add my perspective of other games to the game I'm playing, because it's kind of like if you're reviewing a game and basing it on everything else you've done, it's hard. You want to base it on the merits of the game, right? Kind of, sort of.
I get that vibe.
I try to be as fair as possible. The amount of loading screens I had to deal with in 2025, that was a huge thing. The writing, no, in Starfield. I see. Shouldn't have had. I shouldn't have had. Like, there should have been better.
The loading screens are everywhere.
Yeah, it was bad. Not being able to fly concurrently places, you have to like pick where you want to land, and it just lands you as a cutscene. Dumb as fuck. Like.
Yeah, No Man's Sky already gave us just like a warp engine and flying into the atmosphere, like
2 separate things, because that's more of a simulation game, and it's using like great tech. I think what is going to happen is though, so like I have a lot of thoughts on this. I've been doing a lot of thinking.
Please.
I would have expected and been more happy with Starfield having better writing. But I don't know how we get from Oblivion writing to, man, what the fuck is in Starfield? That's tough.
Well,
Like,
I'll remind you.
you know
I
what
don't
I
know
mean?
if people, I mean, audio listeners may know this.
I don't know the deep lore, but
Skyrim is shit. It's shit.
I wouldn't know.
Unity patch that fixed like 45,000 bugs. Like, it was really, really, really off mechanically. It didn't function. Like, I can't stress enough. I don't mean like I didn't have fun with it. I'm saying I
Which game again? Sorry?
Skyrim was mechanically fucking god awful.
Yeah.
Like, it was held together with popsicle sticks and prayer. For real.
Sure.
And the reason I bring that up is because Oblivion did very well.
And I can see why.
And Skyrim did worse until they re-released it 45,000 times and it finally caught up, I guess.
Yeah, it was a slow burn on Skyrim.
Right, but initially it did not do well because it didn't work. So people stopped, like, not that many people bought it after the word of mouth came out that it like didn't work very well.
Yeah.
And then it got different editions and different this and that, whatever, and it became better.
Yeah,
but launch day one Skyrim was shit.
And I have to be clear and concise. I have a deep love for space and fantasy and RPGs. And when those are mixed, I tend to scale a little higher. I will say there's a little bit of a bias there. If it's anything pyramids in Egypt vibe, if there's anything like space and ships and stuff like that vibe, that's really tight for me, and I tend to give it a bit more of a bias score.
Yes.
And I'm usually really upfront with that. But man, it was really hard for me. And notoriously too, I am not a guy who does New Game Plus. I've talked about it a lot with you with like Borderlands and stuff. Not a New Game Plus guy for me. The way Starfield handled New Game Plus, I think it was really genius and really cool. Man, the writing though was so fucking whack. It felt like I was playing a lot of times with the voice acting and how everything was synced up. It looked like and felt like I was playing like the first Elder Scrolls game. It was really bad. And the voice recording quality, really fucking bad. And it just makes you wonder, how bad is that fucking studio going? That like we can't get a good product out. Because if it was Bethesda and they were like, hey man, there's gonna be some loading screens, but we're giving you Oblivion quality story. Tight, I'm on board. The fact they went away from like the mysteries of how Earth lost its magnetism and stuff, and that was only like a side thing, fucking dumb as hell to me. It could have been a crazy mystery story, and it turned out to be Lamau space aliens. Like, man, can we do something different? Like, I was really there for a minute. In those little B and C points where it was like we learned about the Earth and stuff, that was really cool. That was really good writing. That was really solid, in my opinion. But then it started becoming like Space Skyrim, and I'm like, dude, what? Why?
Yeah.
Like, guys.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The gunplay was neat.
Right.
The gunplay was really nice. The gunplay was great. The NPCs were fucking terrible. The worst NPCs, Oblivion's NPCs, if you could imagine.
It just destroy Starfield NPCs.
Are working better than Starfield NPCs.
Yeah. Working better and feel better. Yeah.
And when people complain about the aesthetic, that's fine. That's like a you don't like how that looks choice. I liked it. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, that's like saying that like Mr. Mime and Lucario aren't for you. Like, who cares? That's a personal thing. That's fine.
Like that's
not the game's fault.
Yeah, it's not the game's fault. You just didn't like that. I found it cool. But the execution of everything else was just so diabolical. And I wasn't expecting aliens on every planet. But I was expecting like, oh, I go to this planet and find like an intricate like abandoned refinery that I explore and find like cool little Bethesda in my mind. I've heard about the Bethesda games and heard like
Yeah.
You know, Bethesda games, you find everything under every little corner. I'm expecting to find like a little skeleton key quest like I did in
Yeah, and you're
Oblivion.
like, hey, where is it?
Where's everything that's cool about Bethesda games?
Right.
Nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
You know?
Nowhere to be found.
So
Yeah.
man, like playing Oblivion is new to me because it is very not handholdy. It's like it's giving you the most basic tutorial and is like, you're the player, figure it out. Cool.
Yeah.
Or
Which notably I love,
yeah,
to be
I
clear.
love it too. And it's a great stream game. I agree too, because it's like chat if you have a couple people who are really big ES heads in there.
Yeah. We got some Elder Scrolls
It's
homies.
fun to them to be like, hey man, you might not wanna, I'm not telling you what to do, but that might, hey, it's autosave real quick.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that little interactions, those little cool things, it's fun for me. It's its own little extra fun thing. Or Death popped into Discord the other day and he acted out like he was an NPC giving me a quest of how to do the skeleton key. No, he didn't tell me how to do it, but he's like acting out this thing of like it's just so fun. It's fun to do all that stuff. So it's an extra layer of this neat little thing. There's a lot of things though where it's telling me to do stuff or telling me about a certain race, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is. And then
yeah.
And then like I'm just like there was one quest where it was like, find this race of people in the town. They might have stolen this. And I'm like, I don't know what that race actually is. Like to my eyes. Like I read it. I don't know what that means. And so it's just, and I'm like in game trying to find any bit of like context of like what these people are. And it's fun because I don't know that. And I'm purposely not Googling stuff like that. I want to figure it out because that's the fun part of it. You know? Like I think I was talking to you in stream. I was like, if everyone told me, hey, don't do this, this could ruin something or whatever the case may be, that ruins the game for me, because in Elder Scrolls, it's almost like the idea is you do mess up a couple times. Like that's
you will mess up. To be clear, you will.
That's like the ambiance of the game is like, hey, you messed up. You can either roll with your choices or you can save scam if you want, but you know, whatever. And that's tight. Like I like that. Giving the player the option to just do that.
There is one part of the original Oblivion that I've always disliked story-wise. It like feels bad for me every time.
Sure.
I won't tell you what part. I don't know if it's changed or if it's the same in the remaster, and I'm excited to find out through you or myself eventually.
Sure.
Because you will find it and you will do it. I don't think you've done it yet. I'll have to go like ask around. I have to like get intel from like people who've been watching. I don't want to like ask and then like you're like, what's that? I'm like, oh, like I'll leave the surprise for you.
Sure.
But yeah, Oblivion, yeah, it had like think originally after marketing costs like a $215 million budget. Like the first one, or 210.
I've seen a bunch of streamers go out because they did extensive like behind the scenes, like a digital diary of doing it, and it spoke out to me in a way. When we got to the chapter when they were talking about how they were like, yeah, we just come into the office one day, and if some guy just wanted to add like vampires, they were like, hey, I'm adding this vampire thing in, and they're like, cool, do it. You're the manager of it. And that's so fucking tight to me because I can see a lot of that in the game. Notoriously, I spun up the game. The first little town I go to, I think the game is bugged because they're all invisible. I'm talking to chat going like, I think the shaders are fucked up because I've been conditioned in games that have come out in the last 10, 15 years that if something is off in the game, it's broken. Come to find out, the guy comes up to me, starts talking to me, and I'm like, oh, his shader's fucked up. I'm talking over him. Then he goes, yeah, some mage like turned us all invisible. And I fucking cracked up laughing. I was like, no, this is legit in the game. This is for real. Because I saw the sheep and the sheep were invisible. And I was like, oh, my game's fucked up, guys. Like I audibly said it. And then the spiral of figuring out that it's not, because I was actively in the settings.
Yeah.
And then
you were trying to fix the shaders and shit?
I was trying to fix it in real time, actually.
No!
It's so fucking funny. And yeah, it turns out, hey, it's just a part of the game. And some guy probably woke up that morning. He was like, you know, it'd be really funny if everyone was just invisible and some little mage did this. And you have to go like stop him. Tight.
Yeah.
It's such a funny
Oblivion is
side
goated.
quest. Yeah.
Have you found glass armor?
A mithril armor?
Never mind.
No, yeah, I don't know what that is. I have chill rend, I think it's called. Chill rend's tight.
Yeah, that is tight.
Yeah, chill rend is popping. That is my main sword still at the moment, and I'm like level 12. I think I hit level 12. I'm sure there's like crazier shit, but I'm just rocking like chill rend at level 12 right now. So, and I have a shock bow. I have a shock bow, which is really tight. Yeah, I'm only level 12. Only level 12.
I see.
Glass
yeah, they
armor
made
don't-
leveling up different. No, like they changed. Well, I guess you don't have the frame of reference, but I've been told they've made leveling up in that one different than the original.
Every time you get a skill point, it puts a point on the level up. I think that's how it originally did.
Sure.
I'm not in that world yet.
Yeah.
Apparently, glass armor is tight. I guess I'll keep a little mental note here.
Well, listen. No, I'm told that it's way different to level up.
Oh, is it? I didn't know.
In the new Oblivion, it's like not even similar.
Yeah, okay. Maybe it is.
Well, I don't know like how it is in the new one, but for example, in old Oblivion, if you want to level up your acrobatics, you could just jump in place for like 6 hours.
Oh, I think you can still do that. I've like gotten a skill up from just jumping. Like mid jump, it's
That's
like
tight.
level up or whatever. Not like a full level up where I put points in, but like my acrobatic skill leveled up.
Yeah. If you wanted, like every time you successfully snuck past somebody or pickpocketed, it would level up your stuff. Well, not every time, but
Well,
it would like give you experience.
Notoriously, right now, I'm still trying to figure out how to do that without getting caught. We are seeing sticky fingers, sticky paws, or whatever.
May I suggest? May I offer?
Sure.
Standing in front of them when you pickpocket, maybe.
Okay, hear me out though. Hear me out. I thought when the eye reticle was in my screen, because it would happen where I'd be like right behind him or whatever. What the eye reticle is telling me is someone else is seeing me. I thought it was like can't be seen. Like, oh, cool. He's like, because when you're standing up, you don't get the eye reticle. So it's like normal reticle. So when I was stealthed and there was no eye, I thought, oh, I see. Normal reticle is when I'm standing reticle. That means.
Oh no.
I thought when the reticle changed, right? Not looking stuff up on Google, not scamming. I thought it was like no one can see you. Eye pops up so you know like you're invisy or whatever. Because in WoW, when you're invis as a rogue and you want to pickpocket people, there's like an orb that like used to like be above their head or whatever, and it was an eyeball. It was like a little eye orb. Yeah. So then I 2 and 2 together.
That's very funny.
Yeah, so funny. Yeah, it's super fun though. Yeah, super fucking fun.
Yeah, it used to be too, like back in the day. Yeah. Like casting a spell gave you experience. But just like no matter what. Just, like a thing that costs 100 EXP or 100 mana versus a thing that costs 1 mana, it's all just EXP. It doesn't matter. Sure. Like you cast a spell, that's experience. Yeah. Whereas like my understanding of this one is that the amount of mana you spend is how much experience you gain.
Oh, I wouldn't know the numbers on it. Yeah. I wouldn't know the numbers. Though I did figure out, well, I haven't figured out yet. I have the deluxe edition, so I own the DLC stuff, the extra armors and the horse armor. I don't know where to get that, and the game hasn't given it to me. I feel like I got scammed. I don't know where that is.
Well, the horse armor, famously, you have to pay for it. In original Oblivion, it was the first DLC that was money. It was the very first microtransaction ever.
Well, no, I have the deluxe edition, so it comes with all the DLC they released.
Oh, I see.
Of the new remaster, I have remastered deluxe edition, which comes with horse armor and the extra armors or whatever they released with it.
The producers are giving me information regarding leveling up. I'm finding out that it is worse and dumber. They babyfied it for people that are babies.
Sea-Dog just doesn't ask about rumors
you just
enough.
Jump around.
First of all,
like if you just jump around and like gain a level, you can spend that level point on anything. It used to be no. If you jump around and gain a level, you have to put it in jumping.
Oh, I see.
Like if you spend cast a bunch of spells, you have to level up your spell casting.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you can put it into anything. Yeah, that is true.
That's kind of whack.
I do have a producer in my ear too that's fucking stupid. No, you're wrong, actually. I do ask about rumors all the fucking time, Death. Thank you very much. Breaking the fourth wall and making me do that. in the pod, dude. I fucking ask for rumors constantly. I'm a rumor guy. I pay the homeless people and ask for rumors,
That's
and
so
then I
funny.
steal the money back. So I'm asking for rumors
That's so
constantly,
funny.
bro. I still haven't found
That's
the armor
really
yet, so
funny.
I don't know. I'm not gonna Google it.
Well,
I'll figure it
I'm
out when
not
I
gonna.
need to figure
Yeah,
it out.
I know you want to be organic. I'm not going to tell you where or how. I will say I'm imagining there will be a point organically where you unlock a thing that may or may not involve. I'm not going to get specific. I would imagine though, if you just kind of play through the story, it will elaborate itself. Hard to say.
Anyway, I had to send a note to our producer.
Woo! I did watch you in a jail jumping around trying to archer some dudes, just like popping arrows on guys in like some cave jail.
Yeah.
That shit, let me tell you, was the most Oblivion thing I've ever seen. That was exactly the Oblivion experience, and I'm so proud of you, man. That was tight.
We're really out there, dude. We're really well, Notoria, I think I was saving that woman's daughter, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna lock you in this. I'm gonna keep you locked in here for safety. Then the motherfucker opened the door. I was like, oh, I forgot they can do that. They can interact. Well, you know what's crazy insane? My second day playing, it was Sunday. I was in an Oblivion gate or whatever, and I got overran. There was like 4 people there, and I zoned out.
Oblivion gates are tight, right?
I zoned out. I zoned out of the, like, I was in like the Citadel part.
Oh my fucking god! I thought you were saying that you were like spacing out. You mean you like left the zone?
I left the part of the Citadel I was into another part.
Yeah.
I was flabbergasted when they all followed me. I was like, they can also travel between these fucking places.
They can just fucking track your ass down, brother.
I was like,
they're like, no, you're not safe, bitch.
That is so funny.
You're in danger, guy.
Because like nowadays, you would travel to a new zone, they wouldn't follow you. They would just be like reset or whatever. I was thinking it was a fucking, you can jump out of a WoW thing, reset it, go back in. I'm thinking I'm leaving an instance, coming back. Nope, they're not fucking following my ass. They're like, hey, you're dead, dummy. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you probably shouldn't have done that, brother. And then next thing you know, you're in there.
Yeah, we have had a couple times where like we run out of arrows during a long fight. That's funny. That's not a thing anymore. I bought more. That's cool.
Good.
I love the idea that you can just collect all your arrows from everybody you killed afterwards. That's tight. Switching spells combat is a little clunky.
Oh,
it's a little clunkified. I don't like that very much, but that's a product of the game's age, and that's tight. That's fine. I'm not.
If you can imagine, that's deliberate for a reason.
They don't want you to like be able to be that popular, that strong or whatever.
Well, no, I don't know how much I want to tell you, like relative. I just don't want to affect your organic experience, but there is a reason that switching spells rapidly is not it's intended to not be that.
Sure.
Yeah, because what has your interaction been thusly with spells? How much with like the acquisition of new spells? What is that?
So I read in game, and I've been told that I kind of put 2 and 2 together. You have soul gems to recharge crafted gear.
Yes.
So I bought Soul Trap. Don't have enough Magicka yet for that, but I have it.
Sure.
So like I realized that you need like Soul Trap and stuff like that to trap souls, put in soul gems. So like that stuff, understood. Great. Fireball, Clairvoyance, Heal Self. Those are like my 3 like major ones or whatever. Because sometimes there's like not a marker where it needs to be. And Clairvoyance is nice because it'll just kind of like whoop, 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 take you to it.
Right, yeah.
And so stuff like that. So my ideal playthrough, I know there's necromancy and there's like summoning magic, like conjuration magic. I want to be like summoning things as a dispersion to then go behind and like either stab them or shoot them. So like my summons to be my tanks, and then I'm like in the shadows.
Right.
That's kind of I want to be like a conjuration thief kind of vibe. That's what I'm playing towards. I've been told,
and you're gonna do great with that.
I've been told conjuration thief. You mean necromancer? No, stupid bitch. No, not that. I'm a conjuration thief. Stop yucking my yum. You know what I mean? Some people are some people are like stupid ass. That's a necromancer. No, bitch.
Only if you bring back the dead.
Yeah, no, actually, I'm conjuring, dummy. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. That's what I'm working towards anyway. That's like the goal. But the class I chose at the beginning was thief, and then I'm kind of shoehorning in the magical part, which I think is fun.
Well, joke's on you. That's what we all did.
Okay,
That's exactly. That's how that game is played. You're goated. You're goated for that.
well, because I play.
Yeah, it's stealth archers with magic is pretty much all anyone does.
Well,
it's the ultimate build.
Notoriously, I'm a hunter in WoW, so I was trying to figure out is there anything that's kind of similar but more in the middle ground of a rogue and a hunter. And so there was like a wood elf that has like the ability just to have like, you know, tame pets or whatever and have a pet companion or whatever. And I was like, they're ugly as fuck looking. I don't want to do that. So I was like, we'll Khajiit it up. We'll do a little bit of a conjuration as the pet or whatever. And then I don't have to be sad when it dies or whatever. Also, I've already lost a quest horse.
Sure.
I died.
Yeah, I did see you had a horse die. Yeah.
Yeah. On the unfortunately, I made the mistake of following a fucking road. If you could imagine, any other game, roads are tight.
A lot of highwaymen. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of Oblivion gates just spawning right on the exit.
Yes.
So the horse.
I want you to know. The first thing I do when I play Oblivion as a new character, level 1.
Yeah.
Dash to an Oblivion gate. He's straight to the Oblivion gate, like as fast as humanly possible. I am Oblivion gating. I'm in there, king.
Well, you know, notoriously, before I even did the Oblivion gate like story quest, like a gate spawned in front of me and I did it before I even got the quest on accident.
Yes.
I was just like, well, fuck it, it's here, might as well. Because I was thinking,
that's right.
I was thinking it would be like a State of Decay situation where like the plague hearts will continue to spawn if you don't take care of them. So I was thinking, I see this is game punishment. I'm like in the player space of like, I'm being punished by Oblivion gates. Turns out it's just random.
It is, yeah. It's just make them up.
Yeah, I thought it was like, hey, we're punishing you now, so you better get to like closing these gates, bitch. No, it's just that doesn't matter.
It's just random.
Points are made up, doesn't matter. And then I did get kicked out of the Mage Guild. Well, suspended from the Mage Guild. I had to pick some flowers. That took like an hour to figure out.
Yeah. I'm imagining you did steal a little too much.
I did Google. I had to Google where the flowers were found because there's no way I was. Oh, I did steal a lot. Yes. Yeah. Well, so when you join the Mage Guild, there's a lot of things that become available to you to take without stealing. It's just, you're just taking a bunch of clothes that sell for really good money and some other stuff. Now, there are some item cases that are locked behind things, and I'm like, hey, I'm a part of the Mages Guild. I should have access to these things, and I should be able to borrow them. I should be able to borrow a couple soul gems if I want. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna lockpick this thing for you guys because you might have lost the key.
Oh, that's polite of you. That's sweet.
So
that's very nice.
I'm doing a service, and also I'm borrowing this stuff, and they don't like that. Well, they didn't like that
as payment for fixing their locks.
Famously, I didn't get caught doing that. I got caught stealing out of someone's pocket again. Stealing is such
but you had the stolen items on you at the time.
Well, yeah. So, well, notoriously, I said I'm not good at pickpocketing. Tough on that end. So I was
again trying to not be in front of them. Very helpful.
True. And so and so there was an issue where they thought it's stealing again. Such a strong word. I was borrowing out of this person's pockets, and it's not my fault. Their pockets are deep. They just have big pockets. And so my hand,
deep pockets.
My hand, if you could imagine, fell into the pockets, and they felt that, and then they said, hey, you're suspended for stealing. You don't do that. And I'm like, borrowing. Again, borrowing. So I was kicked out. And then, so I did like an hour's worth of picking herbs. Went to the main dude, Romulus guy in...
Romulus,
in the Mage University. And then I wandered into some off-limits areas on accident. Again, total accident. I might have picked up some other stuff. Thankfully, didn't get caught. But hey, you know, if there's a mage portal there, and I might just accidentally step in it. I didn't know. Sorry, I'm a WoW player.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not looking for things on the ground. Looking for things in the play space. You
know? Sure.
So ended up in the top mage's room or whatever, just scrounging around doing my thing, borrowing of course, and yeah, just doing my thing. That's kind of where we ended the
Yep.
day, with being back in the mages guild tight. We have all of our recommendation quests, and Saturday I'm happy to announce that we're gonna become a part of the mages guild.
I mean, and you know what? And rightfully so. And rightfully so. Very exciting stuff. Yeah, I can't wait to see your journey unfold with magic and how that goes and how your opinion changes of the clunkiness of spell changing. Again, I think you'll pretty readily see like, oh, I get it. But boy, oh boy, brother.
Yeah, I'm ready, dude. I'm so excited. Again, I want to get into conjuration. I want to start conjuring shit up, I want those
Yeah, 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 yeah.
soulless little tanky boys to kind of take the edge off, so I can just sink some arrows
Yeah,
into
I'll
people.
tell you what, man. I'll tell you what, man.
Yeah, tell me.
My early game, just like reminiscing of old Oblivion,
Sure.
not talking about remaster, but my like farming strat, my like money strat, was to deliberately commit a crime and then like run to a place where the guards will like chase you down and like just choose to fight.
Oh, I see.
And there used to be an old Oblivion. I don't remember the names of the towns because it's been too many years at this point.
Sure.
But like there is one town, the elevations are kind of weird. And right outside one of the exits, there's like a big rock.
Yeah.
I think on the left of the gate. And if you climb up on that rock, they can't reach you with anything. So all the guards just like run up to the rock and like look up at you, but you can like kill them with your sword for free. Like they can't reach you or do anything about it. And you can just like kill the guards infinitely, and then when you're done killing the guards, you could like loot all their bodies and sell all their stuff for a bazillion gold.
Tight. Well,
and you're thanks for all the levels and gold, idiot.
funny you say that. I did choose to fight once and ran away, which I thought would reset them. Made it to
they don't do that.
Made it to the other town, and they were still following me and not really happy with me. They did not stop following me.
That's right. And if you fight them in that new town, it will alert the guards of your assault in that town.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, Oblivion's really fun in that way. There's a lot of learning involved, and that's tight. There's also just a lot of like, there's just a lot, man, just jumping into a new series where it's like Oblivion and just throws you in. Man, I wish there was more of that these days. And I'm praying that the new Elder Scrolls game that comes out will be like, hey, we're back. Man, I don't think it's gonna be that. I'm worried. I don't know if that Elder Scrolls game is gonna do good. It's gonna be a Starfield.
It won't. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be lifeless. It's gonna be soulless. It's gonna be sad.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be disappointed. Yeah. There is a world where it won't do that. But man, that world I don't think is us.
No.
In another world where Bethesda's good I looked through the Eye of Agamotto and we're not in that timeline.
Nope. No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, you know what the problem is? Is that the way those games are made now, the development teams concern themselves with a metric that I think leads them to there's a metric that I think leads them down the wrong path, which is the distance between points of interest.
Well,
and that's their goal, is to hit the distance between points of interest, not what the points of interest actually fucking are.
Well, to add on to that, the last point, points of interest that are AI generated garbly gook that are like the same thing and has like a new item at the end of it, but it's like the same cave as the other thing. Notoriously, Starfield did this where they're like, there's so many points of interest, and you're like, well, no, it's actually the same oil rig.
It's the same two points of interest.
It's the same. You named it something different through some AI tool, and then I have luck, so you can randomly spawn in a better item if I hit the skill check behind the scenes.
It's kind of like I mean, not to like throw them under the bus, because I've talked shit before in the past. It's kind of like Pal World's oil rigs, where it's like, look at all these oil rigs out here. It's like a new content. You can do oil rigs. but they are famously the exact same structure copy pasted 14 times. uh, okay. That's not
Yeah.
14 oil rigs. That's one oil rig 14 times, bud.
Well, the sad part is that's a team of like maybe sub 100 people. Thousands worked on Starfield. How?
So many, man.
How
So
did
many.
they figure that out? You know, Power World does it. I'm like, okay, size of the team kind of makes sense. Whatever. Survival game, whatever. Like Starfield, it's an RPG, brother. Give me RPG. I don't expect
Yes.
I don't expect the world to feel like a beta survival game. I expect it to feel like an RPG. And so the scope matters. It's like whenever I buy a early access, survival game, I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm expecting. If I'm buying
Yeah.
a full price, not early access game from Bethesda Softworks, bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, we're a little different. A little different. We should be anyway, but we're not. Lamau,
But
we're
don't
fucking
worry,
backtracking.
there's gonna be ray tracing and god rays, and like the trees are gonna
man.
have pores on the leaves.
Well, did you also hear about the leaks this week?
I did not.
2 new Fallout games are supposedly in the works. Fucking scared about that. Again, like if we're still using this jank ass engine, like we're cooked. It's cooked. It's so cooked.
Well, I've only ever played Fallout 4, which
You know?
pretty notably I gave like a 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. I thought it was like a game that I don't regret playing because it was funny and fun on stream. I would have not played it myself, and like just personally offline, I would not have played through it. And then relative to future Fallouts, I have no interest in them because of 4.
See,
Kind of the vibe.
I've never played a Fallout game. It is my jam. The world is my jam. The show was tight.
Yeah.
I want
I didn't see the show, but I think I want to watch the show.
Having played Oblivion now and getting like 1% into it, I do want to play Fallout at some point. It would probably be an off-stream game just because, so old, and I don't think there's a lot of like love for Fallout right now.
There is a surprising Fallout for Love Out 4.
Oh, really?
What did I just say? A surprising love for Fallout 4. Surprising Fallout for Love Out 4. God bless. Yeah, Fallout 4, when I played it, a lot of people came through to be like, yo, this part, nothing. Like, I had a lot.
Tight. Well, yeah,
I mean, a lot for our scope. I'm not Ludwig. I didn't have 10,000 viewers, but you know what I mean.
That's so funny because like that, notoriously Oblivion got second place for Expedition 33 beat it out, and then Shadows beat it out. And so I was like, okay, well, since it got both second place twice, we'll play it. And the love and the turnout and the hype around it, and like watching someone new to the series play it is so tight. And then like we met Saturn from it, and we had like all these other homies that were like slowly meeting and stuff. Very tight. Old homies coming back because they're like, oh shit, he's on that Fallout type, or he's on that Elder Scrolls type shit. Tight. Very tight.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to tell anyone, hey, don't play this. I'm not going to be that guy. And if you do play it, when you play it, I hope you have a really, really fun time with it. I know kind of my energy going through it was like, I have unique problems with games that are not shared by others, and I get that. You know what I mean? Like, the complaints that I have about that game aren't going to be the complaints you have about that game.
Yeah. You are a unique person in that way.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's valid, by the way.
Yeah. When I was, that's so funny. When I was playing through it, that's so funny. When I was playing it, my complaints were with the building part.
By the way,
yeah, Yeah.
created hour ago. Okay, dude. Next.
Audio listeners, we got one guide. We had to ban a guy. But yeah, so there was famously when I was playing, my issue was twofold. The story drove me insane. I thought the story was not that good.
We're talking still about
Fallout
4.
4,
Okay.
Fallout 4. Yeah, the story drove me insane because they try to like.
Well, okay, new Bethesda games have this annoying system. I think it's called Radiant Quests. Is that what they call
Okay.
the system? Where it's like the quest is always this thing that's what am I trying to say? There's like only one main story quest, and it's like the main thing, and it's only like 3 parts, 4 parts, 5 parts, and that's it. And then you have like it's built on like this is your Radiant quest, and you have all these other side things. But then like when you input it into something like Starfield, it's like you have one main quest and 5, 6. Like I don't know. It's called something questing. They like after Oblivion, and I think they introduced it in Skyrim. There's this like quest system they did that I've briefly heard about that like people
Right.
hate. Like notoriously everyone fucking hates this and they still double down on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that system or whatever. The
yeah, I think it's called like Radiant Questing, Radiant something. I have to look it up
Gotcha.
later. I could look it up right now as we're talking.
Yeah,
It's
I don't know. But I mean, like not the execution of the story, but like the writing itself, like the way it was written, which is a shame because I was on board with the story until a point. I don't know, like if you plan on playing Fallout 4 or not, but um, like if I should be delicate about Fallout 4 spoilers, Lamau.
oh, never mind. This is
Like,
a different thing. Radiant Questing is like their endless quest or whatever fuck thing they have.
oh well, yeah,
That's
but
something different.
is that like a point that I should be sensitive to?
We're spoiling like a Fallout 4.
Yeah.
I'd like to play it at some point and still be kind of like whatever happens at the end, shocked or whatever. So I would imagine
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
maybe
Well, there's a point. I'll just say there's a point
sure you
where
can be like a
the
little
story
vague or whatever.
goes in a direction that is not what I expected and was deeply disappointing. You know? So
Man,
that was a point. And then it famously drove me insane trying to build like the town like a base. There were a lot of issues with that. And I ended up turning to Nexus mods to like look for solutions. But then famously those mods only broke it further, Lamau. So if I had done it vanilla, it would have been deeply unfun. And then doing it not vanilla was like fun but unfunctional Lamau. So that was kind of a you can't win either way situation for me.
yeah, the Fallout base building, a very bare bones first edition broken type vibe, huh?
Very bare bones broken first edition type vibe, but then
Yeah.
also the pieces you build with are just so fucking ugly.
Well,
Like it's really hideous.
Sure. I understand why
And
though.
like
Yeah.
I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Cause like
Well, you're not
it's
gonna
like
call Jose and the
irradiated
boy.
world.
Good.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, you're not gonna call Jose and the boys to come in and tape everything up and put a new nice sheen of plaster on the wall or whatever, right? Like, it's just like it is a broken down world, busted up world. You're using secondhand products. Like you're building a brick wall out of probably bricks you took from like another house or something. So I get the aesthetic is what I don't think Fallout's ugly. I think it's aesthetically not pleasing to some people, and that's tight. I just think that's like a part of the world. It would look weird if you built like Kame House and it was like nice and pristine and pink and nice. Be interesting,
That's
weird,
funny.
you know, to like it would be a weird
Well, I mean,
standout.
is it though? But would it be though?
I'd have to
Because
see.
like you can craft like nails.
Okay,
You can like from metal.
sure.
How am I crafting rusty nails out of metal that wasn't rusty? Like you can craft like a wood panel out of wood. How am I crafting waterlogged rotted wood out of a dry ass tree? Like, I feel like there's not like a lot of purpose to making the new materials ugly because old materials are ugly. Like, well, yeah, man, it is an irradiated shitty world. Does that mean that everything everyone builds forever is going to be shitty looking forever because it started ugly? That's crazy.
Well, I would
So I don't
imagine it
know.
would, whenever you're to the point where like manufacturing is online again and like you're making like new stuff. Because
Because like if we can make power armor and we can craft like nuclear rods, how can I not make a straight piece of wood, dude? What are we talking about? Like I don't have a planer, but I can make a fucking nuclear cell? That's crazy.
yeah, I don't know how much of that is just like it's such an old game. They for some reason weren't able to add as many tile sets in because like notoriously
Yeah.
Fallout 4 was like a disc game, right? So like
Yeah.
a game that's still
Yeah.
kind of confined by like we only have so much data we can
Right.
add in. So I
Also, you
imagine,
can craft statues, like marble
well,
statues.
that's kind of funny.
Like I'm a master craft, like I'm the kind of artisan that can perfectly chisel a man out of marble, and I can't make a square piece of wood. This is some shit.
Well, you probably could have just made the house out of marble. I don't know at that point.
Dog, imagine. Please let me craft marble walls. Screaming. Screaming.
Yeah, I
Please.
imagine. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like why it would be
So
that
I don't
way or
know.
why there wouldn't be other tile sets in there of like nicer stuff.
Well, I'm sure it's the reason you brought up is like the world's kind of like irradiated and ugly, so they wanted to like match the vibe or whatever. But like, ugh, like please.
Well, I know
It,
I don't know enough, but I know there's like a mechanic where you have a base and then like you might have had the base and like this broken down,
oh,
like
you
gas
the
station
stuff you craft is
is.
the same everywhere.
Oh. So it's not like 76 where you could like take up in like a you could make a base in like a fucking burnout gas station or whatever and like spruce it up.
Oh, mm, kinda.
So like I just imagine why if they do that there wouldn't be like a oh there's a house tile wall tile and then there's like the nice spruced up you like used your higher end materials to like do that. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know enough
But
about
then the
Fallout
stuff you
4,
craft is all pretty ugly in general. Like no matter what base you start at,
Sure.
like the walls you have the option to craft are all very like rusted metal, misshapen, run down.
Yeah, I guess
I
in the
think eventually
world
there is like oh go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, in the world, I'm imagining it would be that way just because it is very much like a reuse, recycle type, like, cause like guns, for example, there's a lot of guns that are just like mismatched parts or like, whatever.
Yeah.
So like I guess
Right.
that is just the vibe of Fallout is just like everything fell apart. Now it's just like really rudimentary building, like rudimentary stuff at the most basic level. I don't know like what
Yeah.
I
You'll
know
play it and
enough.
maybe you'll agree and maybe
Yeah.
you won't, but like we'll see.
I'm
But
a
when you do play
whore.
it, I want to like hear
I'm
about
a
it.
whoar for a good base building mechanic. Love a good base building mechanic.
Oh, a little
I'm a
Huara.
whoar for a base builder. Give me a like a Fallout with being able to reconstruct a fucking bombed out neighborhood, tight as fuck. Um, Give me a house or
Yeah.
a workshop where I can do like I can set up multiple armor stands and have like all of my suits be like fucking Iron
I
Man
do love the
suits.
multiple armor
Fucking
stands,
tight.
yeah.
Um, give me a hideout system in Assassin's Creed where I build this cool little like pagoda fucking Japanese hideout shit tight as fuck. Give
Mhm.
me I'm a
Mhm.
who are for it, tight as fuck. Give me a
Yeah.
survival game where I'm not limited to a dumbass circle, tight as fuck, Um
Well, I agree about that shit, baby boy. Hell
I just want
yeah.
to build, bro. Let me fucking build. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do love building. Fuck, man. I love building and I like it when building is really cute. Not cute, but just like clean.
Yeah.
Like clean and nice and good.
I guess I'm confused because the only Fallout game I played is 76. And in 76, there are like very aged tiles, and then there's that's where I came up with like do they have this in 4? Because Fallout 76
Oh.
has new sets that are like shiny, spiffy, like new brick, new house wall, whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
When you play it, you'll be like, wow, why does everything look shitty?
So I imagine it's just like a disc too full, didn't have enough whatever for tile sets. Who knows, you know?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hard to say. I mean, you can fit a lot of shit on a disc, you know what I mean? God bless.
God
but
bless. I mean, notoriously, I think it was Oblivion, right? They had to cut like 1,000 chat lines because there's just too much audio. It just took up too much of the
yeah.
too much
Yeah,
of the
that is
disc,
true.
actually. So who knows, really?
Yeah.
Back then, they weren't dealing with like endless supplies of, you know.
I mean, you think they could have like DLC'd it though?
Well, Creators Club, like years later, I guess. But yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right.
They could have been like, oh, future set. Here you go. Enjoy.
Yeah, I mean,
Or whatever.
again, it's just like it probably happens to be just like an issue of the time, kind of, kind of game.
Yeah. Frustrating. So like those are the two like big things for me. Like combat was like fine. Though world exploration was a little samey, but it was like still kind of fine. I was playing on the hardest difficulty available like for a new game. Which I very quickly learned only meant that enemies take 4,000 times more damage to kill,
Spongy.
and that's the only difference. Yeah, so I kind of regret playing on the harder difficulty because it was just like slower Lamal. You know what I mean? It wasn't like more challenging. It just took more ammo.
I played Starfield on an expert, and it was like still insanely easy. Like they weren't even sponges. They were just like. It was like I was playing.
Yeah, I also played on expert for Starfield when I was playing a little.
I was playing a game of Civ on like hold your hand difficulty. It was just what happened here. I was just kind of scratching my head.
Casuals happened.
I think mismanagement happened. I don't even think they did that for the casuals. Even casuals I know were like, man, this is insane.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
That's
also
funny.
too, I was going through a breakup around the time Starfield happened, so I was clinging on to anything I could. I was like, I'm just sinking time into this game. You know what I mean? So that game helped me kind of get out of that. That game, I overlooked the fact it was like it could have been better and it was kind of shit in some areas because I was like, well, space is tight and I don't want to be on Earth right now. So
I don't want to be on Earth right now. Is crazy.
And as a gamer. That's like the best type of game, just be like, hey, I don't want to be here right now. I just want to be in a game, fall in a Oblivion world, in just go out in space and kill some pirates type beat.
Yeah. That would be me in Genshin if I didn't already finish everything in Genshin, Lamau.
True, you're kind of like a finished guy, huh?
Yeah, if you can imagine. There's just nothing left.
Well, notoriously, like I might say something insane. The Genshin story, as you play him in parts or whatever, like I've seen you. I feel like, and now I know you don't do this, but whenever I see you do it, it kind of feels like you're doing it to like prolong the time because there's not a lot of time. I feel like there's a lot of like branching off and talking about other stuff and like doing other things in Genshin time because Genshin doesn't have like a lot of stuff like story wise in like the little update segments.
No, it is a lot. That just happens because I just get scatterbrained with it.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not like a trying to stretch anything. I just like am very confident that like, I'll circle back to what I was doing. I don't mind interrupting myself to like yap.
Yeah. You know what I am happy about, and I could possibly see myself getting back in it. Fucking Paimon having like no voice lines, tight. That's kind of tight. Fuck, I hate Paimon, and like I always said if there was a mod where like she just didn't talk, that'd be tight.
Well, Paimon is voiced. They just have a new voice actor.
Man, never mind.
Like the voice actress for Paimon was fired, but like they hired a new one.
I thought they didn't. Man, if I could find a mod, anybody out there, find me a mod that shuts Paimon up. Tight. I'd be down.
There is modded Genshin. That exists, but like
it's not like
it's a live service game, so you'd be running a ban, you'd be kind of spooky for you.
Just give me a Paimon slider, man. Give me a Paimon slider. Give me a
that exists. There's a thing that just turns off character voices. Yeah.
Well, I want all the character voices except hers though. That's the problem.
Oh, I see.
Now, unless you're gonna voice act everything for me, that's tight. But
Well,
I can't.
it's an option.
Paimon is such a like
Too squeaky, huh?
non-starter for me. Just a dumb fucking character. Those types of characters are relegated to me as give me a robot that can't speak, but it like beep boops at me and I'm happy. Don't give me
like a Destiny 2 companion type shit.
I said beep boops. I don't like the fact that Destiny 2 thing just talks shit to you the whole time. Well, the original one did, then they changed it, but like it just talks and is like
really?
never. Well, the Peter Dinklage one was like sarcastic or whatever, I think. And then they like shifted and they like changed voice actors or whatever because I think it was like too expensive or something.
Oh, they just couldn't afford to keep like the cost up.
Yeah, I just can't fucking stand like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, give me like a little robot. Give me a little like beep boop. Frowny face beep boop, dude.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I can't. Can't say that. But that's just a me thing, you know.
There aren't that many things I complain about in Genshin. It's not immune. There are definitely some complaints. I agree with you. That Paimon yaps a little too much. But I'll tell you what, I think the real issue is that the Traveler doesn't talk.
Yeah, it could be it.
The Traveler is like silent.
She's speaking
for some reason.
The Traveler or whatever. She's like supposed to be the voice of what we're thinking or whatever.
Yeah, and I wish the Traveler just talked instead.
Yeah, that's a very Japanese thing, right? It's very Japanese, like
it is.
Yeah,
it's Japanese, Chinese, very like like East Asian.
Yeah, maybe
like
I'm just
East Asian type.
Yeah, and hey, I could be a F1 hater, you know. That's fine. I fucking can't stand Paimon.
I'm torn on it because I like Paimon, but like I don't necessarily like Paimon sonically. Like I think their lines are good and funny. Sure. But I think I probably would enjoy Paimon more if they sounded a little diff. You know what I mean?
Now,
like, so I think I'm right there with you.
Are we saying
I just can overlook it because the content of their dialogue is like good enough?
Are we saying they in the neo pronoun they that they're not a she, or are you just saying they as in like a speech on like? It's a she, right? Paimon's a female.
Oh well, yes.
Okay, I was just making sure. I didn't know if like.
Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. You know what? This isn't at you. To be clear, I'm not going to lose my mind at you. I want to be clear.
This is a bit.
Not at you. Not at you. Hey, the thing I'm saying is not a bit either.
Okay.
Not at you. Just its own separate side statement. We're so cooked because they versus he or she has become like a are they non-binary type thing. It's grammatically accurate to. Oh my god, this has been a thing for a long time.
like, well, hear me out. Here's why I asked that. Here's why I asked that. Because in these games, the little god thing, creature thing, it's usually like an androgynous. Like we don't know what gender they are. They look female, but they're like actually a boy with a high voice or something. Japanese anime stuff does that all the time.
If they reveal Paimon's a guy, I'll scream.
You know what I mean? I was just asking out of actual. Like not a bit curiosity because like they could pump out like actually they're a celestial being and they don't have fucking genders in celestial land or something. I don't know, like fucking
right. Well, it's funny you say that. I speculate they are a celestial being.
Oh, hilarious. Then they are they them. That's crazy.
Could be. It could. You know, they could end up being they them, and that's fine for Paimon, and that's fine, and I'm happy for them.
She, hers, they, theirs.
They, theirs. But yeah, that is the thing, is that I just wish the Traveler talked, because, and you know, this is like a little in the weeds, but the voice actress for the Traveler, who they do speak every now and again in certain cutscenes or when you open a box, like in the open world.
I have seen that happen in your stream, so I'm not unaware of it, but yeah, definitely.
And the voice actress Sarah Miller Cruz for the female Traveler is the same voice actress from that does Angela in Trials of Mana, the remake on the Switch.
Sure.
Which is probably my second favorite game of all time, or like top 3 anyway. It's like up there. And and she's my favorite character. I love that voice actress. So like the fact that she's underutilized despite being on staff is so annoying. I'm like, brother, please. I am openly begging.
I am
Just
once
let her
again
talk.
begging, I'm pleading, I'm shitting, and I'm pissing.
Yeah, just like let this bitch yap, please. Ah. Not to talk shit, obviously, bitch in a very polite way. But like, Jesus. You know what
Don't
I
worry, you
mean?
don't have to.
Like, true, true. That was a trauma response. I'm so sorry. That was a trauma response. I trauma responded there. But
You know what's also a
it's like
trauma
just
response?
let her yap.
You know what's
Yeah.
also a trauma response? I don't know. Maybe I don't know if this is a trauma response or not. But man, badass suit, Dad.
Badass. Oh, is that what we're doing?
I don't know.
All
I
right.
was just I didn't know.
We can.
Uh
We can.
we're kind of breaking the fourth wall. We're kind of like in the kind of we went like 2/3 in, so I was like we could probably have like a nice little, because I know there's a lot of lore behind what we're about to talk about. There's a lot of setup and a lot of
Yes.
like and then I have some questions too,
Yeah.
because I'm not a Mortal Kombat head, and audio listeners, um, you know, we try to keep this not 5 hours or whatever. So I want to make sure we talk about this because I am very interested in this debate
Yes.
as someone who's not a fighting game guy head, if you can imagine.
Yeah, you never have been like the Mr. Fighting Game dude, huh?
Nope, never in my life. So I know of them. Like I know Mortal Kombat. I've like dressed up as Zero for like fucking
Sub-Zero?
Sub-Zero, Zero, whatever the fuck his name is, the blue guy.
Sub-Zero. Ice Guy.
Yeah,
Ice
Ice
Guy.
Guy. For like Halloween, but like that's about it.
And what would you say is your like level of like what is the barrier to entry for you for a fighting game? Like what why do you think they didn't like
Why does
hit?
it not like hit for me?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like do you think there's a universe where you would like them if like you learned them in a different way
Well,
or like that's just
notoriously,
like a failed
my mom in
prospect?
the beginning was like, "Hey, there are some games that will make you a bad person, and we shouldn't play them." So like, I didn't
Will
get to
make you a
rent.
bad
No,
person?
I'm not like that. I'm just joking, really. But like, I wasn't really allowed to like watch The Simpsons when I was younger, or
Oh,
um,
I see, I see, I see, I see. Famously same. My mom was also
yeah,
like
I
that.
didn't do like I couldn't rent like the Mortal Kombat movie. That was like a no, you can't rent that, or like play the games. Grand Theft Auto was like a big no until like I would just go to my dad's house and play it. You know, like so there was like there were a lot of that sort of thing, and then because I guess I wasn't exposed to that at a younger age, and I was more exposed to like the Crash Bandicoots, the Spyros, the RPGs. I just kind of like I
Right.
didn't get that growing up, and I guess I don't need it.
You just like stayed in that world, stayed in that lane.
Yeah, then I go to a friend's house, and we'd all play like split screen, like 007, you know, shit like that. It
Sure,
just
sure,
wasn't
sure,
like
sure.
in the. I didn't have friends that were like, oh man, you need to check out this. You need to check out this like Mortal Kombat game. It's tight. Like I know of Tekken, I know of Mortal
Right.
Kombat, but like when I see it, it's not like, man, that's cool. Like notoriously too, I
Yeah.
haven't played like a fighting game in years, and then like that new DC fighting game came out. I think it was like PS4 or something. Then we were
What, Injustice?
Injustice, yeah, and like we went to our friend's house after work and played it, and like I just mashed like O or X, and I just won. I just mashed like kick as like Green Lantern and beat him like everybody. It was like hilarious because I wasn't trying. I was just like there to hang out at the
Well,
function, you know.
yeah. That says less about the game and more about the opponents. But yeah, I
But
hear you
like
though. Yeah.
that just it's just I say that in like I could have been doing other things like trying to do combos, but I just didn't like care. It was like my turn, so I just mashed X, you know.
Sure,
Like
sure.
notoriously, there's a video somewhere of us freaking out because I'm just Brian, our friend Brian, kept going like, "I'm gonna beat you this time." I'm like, "All right," and then I just go and spam X, and then we both played Green Lantern, and I spammed X and beat him, and it was just like a crazy like crash out funny video or whatever. And I'm not like, again, I'm not a guy that does that. I'm not a like crazy gamer guy. Uh, I'm
Yes.
spamming X not because like, oh wow, this game is so easy. I'm just doing because I don't want to like be playing it. I want to get it over with.
Because I don't. Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's just I don't know.
No, for sure.
Yeah, I can't tell you why in my brain it just doesn't fire those synapses for me. But like I look at it and go, man, there's not a lot of like game here for me because I like story. I like going through levels, exploring. So like that's kind of anti-fighting game.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
and that's not a bad thing, by the way. We don't need all that in a fighting game. Fighting games are great the way they are, but it just kind
Fun
of
fact,
like not for me.
Mortal Kombat has that.
Yeah, there was like a story mode, huh? There was like a go through a
Yeah,
little.
Mortal Kombat Deception on
Yeah,
the PlayStation 2
I remember
had like
watching
a pretty robust story mode actually
my
for the
my
time.
dad's girlfriend's son. I watched him play some of that, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But again, I don't know, just didn't get into it.
Yeah, you get to roam around Outworld, roam around the Nether Realm. You got to roam around Edenia.
Yeah, I'm sure
I
there's a
think
lot
Armageddon
of
had that too.
like I'm sure there's a lot of lore in fighting games, and that's like cool. But in the
The lore in
context,
fighting games is stupid and silly most of the time. For real, so for
well,
real,
yeah.
it's crazy.
Well, we're kind of
There's like
pleading
goofy shit.
pleading the case of why I'm just kind of nope out of it sometimes.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And
yeah.
to be fair, a lot of like fantasy lore can be goofy and silly anyway, because it's like fantasy anyway. So it's like, oh, dragons don't exist, whatever. So like on a level, I'm not gonna say like, oh, goofy and silly is dumb, because like that is kind of just everything, right? Like Lord of the Rings, we're going to a mountain to throw a ring in the fire. Dumbest, like bake it down to base level, goofy.
Well, yes, but that's like contrived goofy.
Yeah.
I mean, Tekken is like
like out there, like cat head, like dude, whatever.
Like fighting game story is like
I'm getting a message from
fighting game story.
I'm getting a
yeah.
getting a message from our sponsors. Tekken has pulled out. The fans are in shambles.
Oh yeah, Tekken tries to like suck its own dick about being like a story for serious adults who like serious story.
No.
Yeah, you know, like back in the day in the console wars, there was like the two of the three sides rather.
Yeah.
Were like Nintendo and PlayStation, and Nintendo heads would be like, these games are like fun, unlike your dumb stupid bullshit. And then PlayStation heads would be like, what? At least our shit isn't for babies, haha. And then they jerk off about how mature they are, but like what they meant was Duke Nukem because they're dipshits.
Yeah.
Like, I digress. I'm getting too aggro. That's so aggressive.
Yeah. So like,
but
to
like,
answer your question without a run around, yeah, it's just I don't know. It's not something that like catches my thing. Like I'll play a round or two if I'm in like I'm at the function. You know what I mean? I'm the same way with like Smash.
Yeah.
Like it's fun for like 5 minutes for me. I'll like charge up some Samus cannons and like blast them, but I'll get like second or third place sometimes. Cool, but like it doesn't do it for me. I don't know. I just it's not the it is not the synapse firing like it is for you or for Doc or you know.
Right.
I commend people who can put thousands of hours into playing it and like it's fun for them to find all these like niche use cases or combos for different things or something, you know, things they like that work together that they didn't know. But like for me, it's not the play, and that's okay.
Right. Yeah.
I like watching people play. I like watching like it's like a sport in that like you're rooting for a side and it's like it can be down to the wire sometimes. That's tight, you know?
Yeah. And so it's like for me it's psychology too. You know, I just find like the mental so interesting. Of like, because a lot of fighting game gameplay in a PvP setting, I guess not really against like arcade like enemies, not like CPUs and stuff. But if you're playing against a person, there is like unnecessary. I mean, you've seen me do this on stream before when I play against randoms or play against like homies that are like doing like friendly matches and stuff. Like you can just like kind of train a person to do what you want in real time.
Yeah.
Like I think you might have watched me playing Smash with Cord one time.
Yeah, he well, notoriously too, you played Pokemon with Evelyn, and sorry Evelyn, breaking the fourth wall if you're listening, I apologize. You kind of wiped the floor with her. No offense.
That went a little bad for her,
yeah.
But it was very fun. She's so for the homies that aren't familiar, that weren't around for that. She is like very famously like a legendary collector and shiny hunter, like kind of the definition of a casual. You know what I mean? Like she's exactly what you'd expect a casual fan to be.
Oh my god. Hitting her with the
Like
C word? That's
you,
crazy.
when you have like a little cousin who likes
Sure. Oh
Pokemon, and they're
no.
like, well, guess what? I have a Charizard now, and it's like, okay, Timmy, that's fun for you. Good.
I'm getting reports
Like it's that kind of vibe.
that Germany is invading. They're coming for you.
That's so funny. Well, they're gonna have to get past my stat train Pokemon first. Boop. But when I was playing against Evelyn, she tried to do like that little kid thing of like, I'm gonna beat you because I'm gonna use 6 legendaries, haha, type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, didn't happen.
But the problem is that like legendaries are good because their stat maxes are really high and their move pools are good.
Mhm.
But if you don't train them, they're just Pokemon. They're not better.
They're
They're
just
just
dumb dogs.
like, if you have the potential and execute on it, they're really strong. And if you don't have that execution, they are just wasted potential bodies to get like smashed.
Yeah.
So like, but like I did raise my like stats and stuff. I like have the right, I have the right natures. I have the right held items. I have the. She really didn't even have held items on some of them. She was just like playing. She's like, I have Rayquaza, and that's really strong because it's on a box, type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it was like very
Yeah.
like, I don't really know how this game works, but I like collecting little monsters. Fight me, boy. And then again, she famously is like a non-swearer.
This is true. Yeah, definitely not
She
swear.
and she was like, "You fucking nerd." I was like, "Whoa, okay, whoa, little heat, little heat, little heat. Calm down. Hey, easy, bud.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Easy, chief."
Yeah, so like that kind of
Yeah, I
stuff.
caught some aggro.
So like I guess we derive our fun from different things. That is fun to watch for me, but like doing it in real
Yeah.
time outside of like maybe playing like a card game or like a board game or something where you're playing like there's a lot of board games where you're playing together against each other. So it's like there are phases in the game where like you're working
Oh, like
together.
Munchkin or something.
Munchkin Dungeon, for example, yeah. And
Yeah.
so there's like
Because now
that.
you're a Munchkin, it seems
Yeah,
like an
and
ideal
then there's
reference.
like an idea in Munchkin where you're like bartering or trading with people to do certain things against other people. I like the social dynamics of that, or like controlling a market and like WoW economy, or just economy in general, making money. Like the idea in an RPG starting from nothing and being like this rich overlord crazy guy, and then also like a borrower. I'm not gonna use the word steal because again, steal's a little tough, little not what we're doing. Yeah,
Sure.
like making money, stuff like that. That's kind of what I like, ideally. And then
Right.
finding those breakpoints, finding that kind of stuff. But like, yeah, it just doesn't do it for me with the fighting. And there's nothing bad. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's beneath me or whatever. It just doesn't do it for me.
Right.
I wouldn't like be
and it's not
crazy.
that it's too hard to execute. It's just
No,
the
I don't think.
execution, like the gameplay loop itself was not interesting enough to like make you want to learn it.
Well, ideally, I've learned this from Exhibition. We've all learned this from Exhibition 33. If you take me, who's notoriously bad with timing, and I play enough, I cannot be notoriously bad at timing. So like, I could go into a fighting
Sure.
game, be bad for a little while, then like be good at like I could one trick somebody. Notoriously, I'm like a one trick thing in every game I play.
Sure.
I'm a WoW hunter for 20 years.
Nautilus type shit.
Nautilus, Nautilus brand, Leona, whatever, like just that kind of shit.
I just got that Leona skin you use out of a box, the Gundam Leona.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
so hyped to use it for something. I don't know when I'm gonna ever fucking play Leona, but I want to do it so goddamn bad.
Whenever you get it, do the dance animation and then stop it, because there is a bug where if you stop her dance mid animation, it continues to play the whole animation, or not play the whole animation, but play the whole audio.
Like the song. Oh, that's tight.
Yeah,
that's fucking tight.
So you can stop it and spam it, and it's just like a mess of sound. I don't know if they fixed that or not.
I love that.
Yeah, I love that Leona skin. Leona skin's tight. Yeah,
that's
any
so
Gundam type skin in a game is like very tight for me. Unless it's like Overwatch, I'm just not playing it anyway, so rip Bozo on that.
Oh yeah, they have Sailor Moon skins
I'm not
too.
spending
And I really would have loved to do that, but
eat my ass.
No, me either.
Same thing with like Fortnite Transformers. It's like, yeah, I'm not spending $60 on that. Eat my ass. Goes in the eat my ass
Yeah.
category.
And the Overwatch Gundam collab was kind of tight, right? Like the
No, it
skins
was like
themselves are fucking
incredibly
sick.
tight. Yeah.
Like, don't they have like a straight up Epion?
Not straight up, like it is still visibly like the character, but yeah, it was like tight. It's like character and like the armor
Yeah.
that looked
My
like
my understanding is that there was the Epion, Wing Zero, Tallgeese, and Death Scythe.
Yeah, I think it was like Tallgeese 3 that they did. Tallgeese 3 or Tallgeese 2, I think. And then Endless
Yeah.
Waltz, specifically Endless Waltz, Wing Zero, and Epion.
My condolences, by the way, for the heavy arm cancellation. They did not respect your boy.
No, and I understand why he's not like the most, like if you're gonna pick like who are the most impressive suits in that series, it's Epion and EW Zero. Like that's just, it is what it is. And maybe like
Yeah.
EW Tall Geese or whatever, it is a nice model. They all look great, but
I'll tell you what fucking isn't.
Sandrock.
Sandrock.
Yeah. Sandrock,
Goddamn Sandrock,
always
brother.
looking like an actual rock in every iteration of it.
It's so bad.
And then in the anime, if you remember, they get different, like they upgrade the suits. There is like a Mark 1 Epion, Mark 1, or not Epion, Mark 1 Zero, Mark 1 Sandrock, and then they get like, they explode them and get like replacement suits out of the parts that like, were left of the suits. So they're like new and improved suits. And then Sandrock still looks fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Like I think
Yeah,
there's like
Sandrock
two or
they
three
kinda
versions of the suits in
don't.
the anime, and then Endless Waltz is like a whole different, upgrade movie type vibe for them.
Yeah.
I would love to see a world set in the Endless Waltz world years after or whatever, or like a new
Sure.
story. That would be tight, but I don't think they'll do that. Or just like a group of pilots piloting like that story, the W story in like a new telling.
Yeah. But famously, the reason this was brought up, Mortal Kombat, huh?
Ooh, Mortal Kombat, right? I don't know much about much, but I've seen clips of the old movie, the old like 90s movie. Tough.
Yes.
And then we watched the trailer for the new movie yesterday.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 2026.
And then you showed me a clip. Showed us in stream a clip of nice suit, Dad.
Yeah, the 2021 Mortal Kombat movie toward the end when the main character gets his special powers or whatever.
Man, I'm gonna say this. Sometimes a series doesn't need a movie, live action movie, doesn't need a show. Sometimes we can just leave it. Sometimes
Just leave it at the game.
we can just keep it as a game.
Yeah.
We don't
agreed.
need transmedia for some things. That doesn't translate.
Whoa, buddy.
Okay. For audio listeners, transmedia not meaning a transmedia, but media transitioning through different forms. Transmedia.
Yeah. That's
I'm not coming for the trans people or the trans gays or the trans furries, specifically transmedia, which is different than
really
gay
funny.
media, i.e.,
It is different.
asterisk, underscore.
It is diff.
Italicized.
Deleting the VODs immediately. So
Jamie, delete the VODs, cut the hard lines.
Cut the hard lines. So yeah, so I don't know like what frame of reference you have for old Mortal Kombat, if like how much of the game lore you're aware of, or like who even is, or like allegiances, blah blah blah. But
the Mortal Kombat, isn't it like the Dark Tournament in like Yu Yu Hakusho? They have to like participate to like
so
their world
the
doesn't
vibe,
die or something. I don't know.
Sort of.
Yeah,
sort of. So the vibe is that there is this like group of gods, the elder gods, right? And they govern all life in all realms. They're like the Green Lantern Council, but like times a million, you know what I mean? So they're just sitting around as these big old floating fucks, and they're like, "Don't break the rules of life, idiot, or else." But they also famously don't do anything else. They'll intervene if you break their rules, but if you're not breaking their rules, they don't give a shit about morality. They'll let you murder motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So they're just there to like hold together existence or whatever.
Sure.
I mean, these elder gods, they're kind of dickheads. We don't really like the elder gods. Heads up.
Sounds like
We
they don't
don't
like
care
us
for the elder
either.
gods. They don't. But because the realms were always at war, famously Earth Realm, Out Realm, Edenia, and whatever the other one is. The Nether Realm, I guess. But like because the realms are always at war, the elder gods created this like system by which you are allowed to invade and take over another realm only if you beat them in Mortal Kombat 10 times in a row.
Huh. Okay. Sure.
I think it's 10. It might be like 7. I forget. They have to win several Mortal Kombats in a row. I don't remember the number, but it's a lot. Anyway, so every, so often they will have these the champions will be selected to enter this Mortal Kombat fight for the future of the realms. And if you successfully defend your realm, then you can't be invaded. Tight. That's how it works. And there's like good guys and bad guys or whatever. Generally speaking, Earthrealm is considered, the good guy place because that's where we live and we don't want to get Earth taken over. That would suck. And then there's Outrealm, and Outrealm is where there's like a bunch of fucking dickheads, just barbarians and shit. Outrealm is the barbarians in Civilization.
Type.
Yeah. So like you'll just be hanging out doing your Earthrealm shit, and they'll start knocking on your door like, "Hey, bitch," and you have to handle the barbs,
Yeah, I feel
And
that.
then, yeah, and then Netherrealm is hell, as you might imagine by the name.
Sure.
And then Edenia is like if Earthrealm was perfectly tranquil and also China. It's just like,
Sure.
cherry blossoms and tea leaves, and they hang out, and there's like, we read poetry and don't fuck around.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
Or whatever.
That's tight, I guess.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
And the crux of the first movie's story, as we learn it, is that Outrealm has this guy, Shao Kahn, and he really wants to take over Earthrealm. He wants Earthrealm so fucking bad. And they fuck us up in Mortal Kombat, like X -1 times.
In Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, they're about to lose. Earthrealm's about to lose their last chance qualifiers, and they're gonna get invaded. And the chosen champion Liu Kang has to be like guided by Thunder God Raiden to like defend Earthrealm from Shao Kahn's bullshit.
Sure. Yeah.
That's the TLDR.
Okay.
Again,
Sure.
kind of a word soup situation. I'm hitting you with the lore, but
yeah, no, I'm following. I'm doing my best.
So there's also some other interactions on the side. Mortal Kombat is a game of like side stories,
Sure.
So like if you just look at the main storyline, Shao Kahn bad, Liu Kang good, that's the story. So like Liu Kang is our Mario, Shao Kahn is our Bowser. That's it. Arguably Kitana's sort of a Princess Peach character here, but like it's not 1-to-1, so don't worry about it. However, to make this more interesting from a lore perspective, there's a lot of side story bullshit. So like Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Noob Saibot, Smoke, Sector Cyrax, all these fucking guys, the other like the ninjas and the robots and all that shit, Reptile, they're like related only tangentially. They're not actually like part of it. So Shao Kahn is like Bowser, right? And because Shao Kahn is like Bowser, he has, Koopalings or whatever. Like he's got like Wendy O and Larry and Morty Koopa. And he's got like the paratroopers or whatever, like fucking the Koopa Troopas and shit.
Koopa Troopers.
So, yeah. So like Goro is like one of his little Koopalings. Shang Tsung the sorcerer is a Koopaling. He's got these little like underling dudes. Reptile's one of them.
Tie.
You know,
Okay.
and Shang Tsung steals souls and eats them. And he is working with Shao Kahn as like his like advisor. He's like the Jafar like advisor guy.
Okay.
And the reason he's there is twofold, because if he isn't, Shao Kahn will kill him, and that sucks. But also because the more people Shao Kahn kills, the more souls he gets to eat. And he's a hungry boy. So he wants souls real bad. And he is like especially interested in this last Mortal Kombat because he wants the soul of Liu Kang really fucking bad.
Oh.
He's like, ooh, that's a yummy, tasty soul, baby boy. Give me that soul.
Yum yum yum.
Yum 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 yum. Yeah, yum yum. And he is like, vibing or whatever. And then Raiden is an elder god. He's one of those elder gods that we said suck, but he's the only one who isn't a dickhead all the time. He's like, hey, maybe we should like have morality about this and intervene a little bit. And the other elder gods are like, don't be a pussy, just let him die, fucking dumbass.
Don't be a pussy.
Yeah, and then Raiden's like, I think that maybe that's like not so cool, so I'm gonna like train these guys to fight. And the other elder gods are like, whatever, dude, it's your time. Who gives a shit? So Raiden's like, okay, well, I'm gonna fuck off to Earthrealm and like hang out with some dudes. I'll see you later. And he blinks over there and he's like, hey, Liu Kang, you're like chosen to defend us from Mortal Kombat, so like help, please. I'll train you. And Liu Kang's like, yeah, that's fucking whack and stupid. What are you, a magician? Who gives a shit? And he's like, no, please, 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 please. And Liu Kang's like, ugh, okay. So Liu Kang is like being trained by homie Raiden to like fight Bowser and save Earth or whatever. And then, Raiden puts together his like, his teenagers with attitude. He gets like Sonya Blade and Jax, Johnny Cage and those guys.
Yeah.
And that's how they like stack the roster, is like, we need X number of fighters because they have X number of fighters. And then when we fight, there's like enough people to be a tournament or whatever. Which, by the way, I'm gonna level with you, as a competitor in tournaments for a long time, the tournament structure of Mortal Kombat doesn't make any sense.
No?
It doesn't make any sense at all. Because there is no tournament that would ever happen where people just randomly fight whenever they want, and that's how it works.
Yeah.
Lamau. There's no rounds. There's no...
Sure.
It's just whoever, whenever. Oh yeah, those guys fought last night on the terrace, so just like mark down the result. Who gives a shit? Like, I don't know I don't get it. But the premise is that
I hit the wrong button.
And then
sorry.
That's really funny. There's no raid. He's kidding. Homie's kidding. But yeah, breaking the fourth wall. Ignore that. Ignore that message. Lamau.
That's so funny.
But
accidentally bumped a key.
So that's like a viable story model. Is Liu Kang good guy, Shao Kahn bad guy, follow Liu Kang and his journey to beat Bowser, who is Shao Kahn. That's kind of the vibe. So that's what the first movie is in 1995.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat 1 movie is that.
And we somehow end up with like, dude has a wife and kid, and there's just like...
No, you're going to love this.
Oh,
you're
sure,
gonna love this.
Sure.
That guy...
Yeah.
The reason I'm explaining this to you as kind of a word soup is because I need you to hear several names in a row.
Yeah.
And you've heard a lot of names in this explanation, right?
Yes.
Now, I'm going to level with you. One name that you haven't heard is Cole.
Well,
K-O-L-E or C-O-L-E, Cole.
I imagine made up explicitly for the movie.
Made up for the fucking movie, baby.
Yeah, we love that. We love to see it.
Which means they had to choose actively to ignore every other fucking main character in all of goddamn Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And be like, nah, every one of them is boring as shit. Give us this guy with an ex-wife and no shirt.
Well, yeah.
That's so annoying.
Well, if you can imagine, relatable to the audience. Ex-wife, no shirt. That's
True.
That's a lot of the Mortal Kombat audience. You think
they all have ex-wives out here? You're so generous. Implying they got married in the first place.
Well, that's so true, actually. I might revert that statement. That's so funny.
There's a certain level of charisma it takes to get married, even if it doesn't last. I don't know if the Mortal Kombat click typically has that, but
That is so
I don't know
funny.
if that's like too under the bus of me to say, but like I feel like that.
Well, I mean, you know, sure. Sure.
So we had to bypass like 40 motherfuckers for a movie to get to Cole being made up.
Yeah, we did. That's unfortunate.
And that is so like actively tragic. Audio listeners, Connor is busy with spreadsheets and reviewing his quarterly reports.
I'm listening. I'm so sorry. I had to. Something came across my screen and I had to take care of it.
Oh,
it was
no.
a DM.
Crossing my fingers for
I'm
you.
so sorry.
Crossing my fingers
No,
for
I'm
you.
so sorry that I've taken this time and I've been listening. Why would they take a character? Well, why would they make a new character and not use any of the plethora of old characters they had?
Like I could even imagine someone being like, "Hey, that main guy Liu Kang's kind of boring. How about fuck that guy?
Because
let's do a whole story of like other dude."
they have a lot of human characters. They couldn't have just
Stryker, Jax,
Yeah,
Sonya,
somebody.
like right off rip, Johnny Cage. You know, I'll tell you what, an entire movie where the main character is Scorpion would be so fucking cool and interesting. That would be fucking tight. Because we have his backstory. We know his full name. That would be fucking tight. How much do you know about the old Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon? Like Saturday Morning Sonic?
Not a lot. I mean, I watched it, but like, I couldn't tell you anything about it. I mean, the adventures of like stopping Egghead from doing something at some point.
Yeah. So Eggman wants to make all the animals into robots.
Tight.
And he's like throwing them into machines that like machinify them or whatever.
That's funny.
And famously, Bunny Rabbot has like mecha legs because like Sonic pulled her out of the machine like halfway through. He like saved her ass. But she has like, steel legs because she wasn't like quick enough or whatever.
Yeah.
So they want to do that to everybody. Like Eggman wants to like machinify all the homies.
Sure.
So in Mortal Kombat,
are they trying to machinify all the homies in Mortal Kombat?
In Mortal Kombat, in a literal sense, there is a whole storyline. So first of all, Mortal Kombat gets rebooted all the fucking time.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah.
Like Mortal Kombat 9 was a reboot on the Xbox 360 in like 2011.
Is that a Mortal Kombat only situation, or is that a just fighting game?
That's a Mortal Kombat special, baby. Like, they reboot so hard, so frequently for no fucking reason. I don't know what's up with that.
Before we get lost in the tangent, then there's the new movie coming out in which there's just like a totally new... Like, there's
I don't even know
and then there's like...
what it's about.
Who is the guy we were watching in the trailer? Who's that guy supposed to be?
That was Johnny Cage.
Who is...
He's a legacy character.
Okay.
And he is a martial artist who is a famous actor.
Okay.
And he's kind of a cocky, dickhead, self-absorbed whatever.
I got that from the trailer.
And, yeah. Famously, he is the character whose special attack is to punch you in the dick.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, he does the splits and like an uppercut, but he uppercuts you right in the balls.
So like we can't like use like the Hadouken guy. Like we can't do that. Is that Mortal Kombat? Oh, that's Street Fighter. Never mind. Sorry.
Hadouken? Oh, Ryu? Yeah, no, that's
Street Fighter. Sorry.
Hadouken.
Sorry.
Yeah,
again, not a fighting hand. I really did think he was in Mortal Kombat though. That wasn't a bit.
Our Ryu,
I'm so sorry.
Mortal Kombat's Ryu is Liu Kang. He's like the fluffy black hair, shirtless, kind of Bruce Lee looking dude that does bicycle kick.
So like, man. So they're like bringing the guy out of retirement, and is that like the whole movie is like, ha ha hee ha, like, I'm out of retirement, boys. So
in the first 1995 movie, they like force him into it. They're like, yo, Mr. Movie Guy who does flashy dumb bullshit. Everyone thinks your fighting is fake, but it's real, and we know it's real. But you do fake fighting, huh? well, check this out. Like, we're gonna give you a chance to show the world your fighting's real.
I see.
And he's like, oh yeah? And they like abscond him to Outworld to like participate in Mortal Kombat. And he's like, yo, this is like, y'all are fucking freaks for this shit, huh? This is crazy.
Yeah, true.
And they're like, yeah, we're insane for this, but you're here now, so fight. And he's like, oh. But he's like kind of a cocky, silly, like quippy. He's like Peter Quill from Guardians of the Galaxy type shit.
Yeah, I was getting a very like annoyed. I instantly annoyed because I was like, oh, okay, it's just a Marvel character. I see. Because it was
No. Old Johnny Cage's. 95 Johnny Cage's. This guy is like the boys. He's like brooding, dumb piece of shit.
Oh, I was just reading like what he was doing in the movie and like his little quips or whatever. I was just like, oh, it's a James Gunn movie. You know what I mean? It's just like a overly quippy fucking garbage.
He's like quippy but pissed off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 1995 real Johnny Cage is quippy but like in a good mood.
Yeah, quippy. He's
like
and pissed
quippy
off.
like that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like he's like that guy.
This guy's like,
but like, yeah,
old
this one is
and
like
angry, like old
he's
man
like,
quippy.
Don't fucking talk to me. I'm busy drinking my whiskey at the bar alone. Like, okay,
Yeah.
She left and she's not coming back. I hear you, dude. Like,
Well,
it's so fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to talk to me. I'm busy being Batman with no mask. All right, cool, dude. I hear you, brother. Fuck off. All right, man. Like, it's just so, yeah, I'm not about it. But yeah, he's very clearly not that Cole guy, and you might have noticed that Cole guy isn't in the fucking trailer at all.
No, Cole's gone. He got rid of.
So they're just abandoning that dude.
Yeah, that's abandoned. But
he's like, yo, I finally got my shirt. See you never.
But they're calling it 2, right? They're calling it Mortal Kombat 2?
Oh, it is a continuation of that story, yeah. Just without the main character they invented.
Could you imagine if the beginning is like a Transformer
Cold
style
dies.
where they fucking kill him and his family like right off the bat? They're like, don't have to deal with this anymore. Dead.
Imagine the opening scene is his head getting cut off.
Well, because Transformers did that too. Like at the end of the movie, they just rip apart Jazz. They like, we'll just headshot a Transformer in the head and be done with it. You know?
Yeah.
Be like,
was it Transformers 4 that opens with killing every old Transformer? Like they hunt down like Ironhide and the
it was like in the middle, in like the middle of
it was the fourth one. It was the Marky Mark one, right?
The one with Sentinel Prime. I don't know if it was 3 or 4. Yeah, though it was like
no, the one after Sentinel Prime.
Oh well, Sentinel Prime is the one that killed. He rusted out Ironhide.
I might be thinking of a different. Maybe
he shot him with shot him with rust, and then Ironhide like disappeared.
Yeah. That is true. No, different one. The one after that.
I don't remember. Honestly,
like it's the first one without Shia LaBeouf.
I blocked out all those Bay movies for like as a.
Well, famously, they opened that movie with a montage of the government murdering every Transformer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was something.
And they're like, please, we're allies. Why are you doing this? And they shoot him anyway. They're like begging for their lives and they're just like killing them in cold blood. You have to be a real psychopath asshole to like Bay movies. Be for real. That's crazy.
Cold coolant. I mean, you know.
True.
Machines. I guess it is their blood, so it's not technically wrong, but whatever, you know?
No, the humans are cold-blooded about killing the Transformers.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
but in cold,
the Transformers cold. Yeah, their coolant is very cold.
But
it's
like,
as cold as it gets.
Coolant because it is on their hands.
It is. That's true. There's so much coolant on their hands, bro.
I imagine. Yeah. Anyway,
antifreeze, the forbidden Gatorade.
Yeah, you know, I hear this and I see this, and I looked at the trailer when everyone else did. I was like, man. A part of me hopes it doesn't do well at all, and we never get a Mortal Kombat movie ever again. If I'm being for real.
Well, that's what I said about the first one.
Well, did the first one do good?
The first reboot, like the 2021 one.
Did it do like well though? Unfortunately, yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Well, it's getting it too.
Yeah, they made a lot of money.
Imagine.
Yeah.
But man, what's the tomato score on that? It can't be that great.
I don't think it's terrible. I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's bad. Mortal Kombat 2021. I'm guessing. I haven't seen. I'm being so sincere. I'd imagine it's like mid-60s. If it's higher than that, it's insane. Even that number, mid-60s, is still insane. But what? Give me the vibe check. What is the actual tomato score on Mortal Kombat 2021?
And the winner is. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Well, it is a split down. Well, okay, so
I'm assuming critic is higher.
critic is 55%.
55. Okay.
The audience is 85%.
God, that's so high.
That's too high.
Fuck me, that's so high. Oh, that's so annoying.
Diabolical.
That's so annoying, man.
Oh.
That's so fucking too high, though, for real.
It's been
That's
3
really
years since we saw this, and I am impatiently waiting for the second one. 5 out of 5
someone
stars.
Didn't say that. No, fuck off. Oh, that's so annoying.
Action-packed, loved this movie, 5 stars. Way better than expected.
No.
And I love how they took elements from previous Mortal Kombat elements.
What?
4.5 out of 5 stars. Way better than expected. I love how they took elements from previous Mortal Kombat elements. Yeah.
That sentence says everything I need to know about that person.
Yeah, that's not me having a having
like
that's what they said. A great action-packed movie. Definitely not as gruesome as it could have been, but there was still some gore parts. Stayed pretty faithful to the video game, which I think is the most important. Even though it's not hard to do, since you just need a lot of violence, and this movie did exactly that. 7 out of 10.
God, fuck off.
He wrote 7 out of 10, but obviously it's 5 stars, 4.5 stars. I mean, yeah, 4.5 stars.
Isn't that 9 out of 10?
It didn't do the math very well on that. No. Yeah.
My man gave it a 4.5 out of 5 and said 7 out of 10.
Yeah. I really like the movie.
I'm throwing up.
I really like the movie Mortal Kombat (2001). It was exciting and interesting, especially for those who know the game. The fights were very well done. I liked the fight between Sub-Zero and Scorpion the most. It was intense and looked great. The characters are recognizable and the special effects are good. This movie doesn't feel overloaded and is easy to watch. I think it's a great action film, especially for fans of the game. I would recommend it to everyone. 5 stars.
I can't explain this exactly, but hearing this makes me need to poop. I'm so annoyed.
Oh, God. Happy 4-year anniversary to one of my favorite Mortal Kombat movies ever. I love Sub-Zero Scorpion. I love all the fight scenes. It was fun and action-packed. Bloody 5-star, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100. Man, did they watch the same movie? Oh, jeez.
I'm dying. I'm fucking dying.
One of the best movies ever in this world. Truly, I have nothing to say. 5 stars.
It hurts. This hurts my stomach. This hurts my stomach to hear. It's so annoying.
I had to see this Scorpion Sub-Zero fight scene during movie night tonight because everyone is saying
I'll bring it
5
up.
of 5. My favorite fighting scene is Scorpion and Sub-Zero. The battle was epic. Good movie.
It wasn't, by the way. It wasn't.
This
epic,
Mortal Kombat movie is one of the best video adaptations ever. If you think different, it means that you didn't really enjoy the game series. Like Assassin's Creed with Michael Fassbender and Warcraft directed by David Bowie's son. Oh, that's a take that I cannot be on board with. We live in 2 different... First of all, you're bringing me... Okay, I'm taking off the gloves. They're bringing me into this now. They're saying that they're saying any of these 3 movies are good. Surely we don't.
Yeah, they said those are the top 3 movie adaptations for video games. They said, "Yo, that Warcraft shit's banging."
I'm dying.
Hey, what's the tomato score on the Warcraft movie?
Oh,
I bet it's high.
Well, notoriously,
God,
it wasn't terrible, but the CGI was terrible. Oh well, no. Well, okay, 29% critic, 76% popcorn people.
huh? Wow,
It wasn't.
that's
Yeah, it
crazy.
was okay. It wasn't like good. It wasn't bad.
Like, to be clear, to be really
I'm
clear,
coping.
the Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
movie is unwatchable shit.
One of the coolest movies ever seen. Hold on, goddamn. Nasser, you need to
Yeah, oh yeah.
fucking spell check this shit. One of the coolest movie ever seen. Hope they would create fantastic DC and Marvel. If they create a movie franchise of Mortal Kombat, it would be greater than Marvel. What is Chat GPT? What is he trying to say?
Chat GPT at Grok. What did I just read?
Scorpion versus
At Grok,
Sub-Zero.
explain this.
Hanzo Hatashi and Kuai Lang's fight never gets old. Fire emoji, ice emoji, 5 stars. Love this movie, maybe just like Karate Kid. Ugh.
What?
Best MK movie so far. It has
They said just like Karate
maybe
Kid.
just like Karate Kid.
What fucking if do right, no can defend? What do we mean by that?
Best MK movie so far. It has a definite story. Definite. That is the word definite. Story, unlike a defiant story? No, it's definite. It has a definite story, unlike many of the previous movies. Don't know what this guy's trying to say. 5 stars, though. Has a definitive?
That doesn't even make sense contextually there either. I
don't-
mean, like, that is a word, but it doesn't mean anything in that application.
Yeah, this. Yeah, I don't know. That was bad.
Hey, man. Fuck this. You know what I mean?
I'm reading you all 5-star, 4.5 star ratings, by the way.
My ass is gonna fall
A real
out.
person, I imagine, had to type all this out, and I couldn't.
Hey, audio listeners. Hey, man. I'm talking to you guys. I'm not talking to Connor right now. I'm talking to y'all. Hey, fellas. Audio listeners. Do you ever hear something? You know when you get upset and you gotta poop? This is real talk. This is real talk from me to you. You know when you hear something and it upsets your tummy, and then you feel like a little chihuahua, and you're doing that thing where you're shaking because you're gonna explode emotionally. You're hearing a thing and you're vibrating on a frequency that could break glass. That's kind of how I feel right now, because I do know things. I'm kind of a thing knower, and I played all the Mortal Kombat games, and I played all the story modes, and I know the games, and I mean even the side stories and shit. I mean I'm talking about all of them. I'm talking about fucking Shaolin monks and shit. I'm talking about I know Mortal Kombat a lot. I watched the cartoon. Not that I think it's canon, but I mean I watched the cartoon, dog. I know
Oh, man.
anthologies and shit.
You're going to hate.
So I have a lot of lore, and this Mortal Kombat movie isn't faithful to literally any of them.
Well,
Not the actual canon story, just any version of Mortal Kombat. This movie ain't that.
well, I love that you said that, because Edgar P. disagrees. Film great.
Uh-huh.
The so-called critics clearly know nothing about the games. 5 stars.
Hey, man. Hey, audio listeners, do you ever want to do heroin?
In another
just
world
get through the
where,
day.
again, I can't even come up with an anime title for that. Great movie.
Hey, audio listeners.
Great movie, all around classic. Well put together in quotes, faithfully recreation of the movie, of the games.
Fatefully recreation? It does not say fatefully recreation. Screenshot that. Screenshot that and DM it to me immediately. Not because I don't believe you, because I want to print it out and put it on my wall.
I was laughing so hard because that was a me having a dyslexic moment. Classic and well put together and faithfully recreated.
Fateful recreation.
The comic relief is pretty great. with Kano and Cabal. Lots of gore.
Kano.
Yeah, Kano and Cabal.
Yeah.
Lots of gore as expected in an MK movie. Lots of fighting. Overall, very good. 5 stars. I would have loved to screenshot that and run it through like a chat GPT to give you like a like a fake thing, but no, that was me fucking up. Movie makes Scorpion and Sub-Zero look like absolute badasses. 5 stars. Man, this movie seems like no one watched it other than the fight scene at the end or in the middle or the beginning.
Yeah. It does sound like that, doesn't it?
It seems like we didn't watch the same thing.
Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero is at the end. It's like toward the end.
Christ.
Yeah.
One of the best movies ever in this world.
That's not just tough, it's insane.
And that's not even like, that's just real life. That's
like, I guess it's pretty well established that I'm a fan of like Eevee with dumb grass hat. So like, who am I to, you know what I mean? Who am I to say anything? One of the best movies ever in this world. Truly, I have nothing to say. 5 star. From Nameless with no profile picture.
Well, the names ones are even worse. Great movie, a fun time. Had a fun time watching it. It looks great in everything. The special effects, the story. If they make future projects for Mortal Kombat, it would make a greater franchise than Marvel.
Second person to say that, huh?
That's the second person. You know, I'm starting to feel like maybe we paid a bunch of Indonesian people to write these reviews. That might sound terrible to say, but the movie
that is
industry,
a common business model. To be clear, that is a practice that actually does happen. Yes. That's not right.
Some of these sound like they were written by like real people, but then you have...
Hey, how many are loaded up on a single page?
I have hit continue load more quite a bit.
Could you just... I see.
But if I refreshed, I guess it would just load up what I've already seen, like the first like 10 or whatever.
I'm just curious if you like Control F for Marvel. You know what I mean? Wow, that's annoying.
3 times the 3 reviews I read. So yeah.
I see.
Yeah, again, I'll fucking Sub-Zero comes up 4 times. 0 maybe. If we do a 0, no. What's the other one?
That's Scorpion.
10 times.
Yeah. Scorpion. And Hanzo Hasashi.
Ugh, Mass fucking tough, dude. Huh? Well, the Warcraft one, if you could imagine, even worse.
Brother.
I'm a Warcraft fan, by the way. Warcraft lover, if you could imagine. Man, 5 stars is not what I would give that movie, though. I'm a WoW player, and I loved it when they compressed a lot of the game's canon. What? Why? I'm already done with this. What?
Yeah.
With all the WoW lore, it's impossible to put it all in a single movie. There should have been many more, and I'm still waiting for them. 5 stars. Brother. That's not... maybe we just tell stories in the universe, and then... Yeah. I did enjoy the movie. Not the best adaptation. Well, there you go. Still gave it 5 stars, though. If you're a sci-fi or fantasy fan, this is a very well put together story. No. Critics are irrelevant to one's enjoyment. The people have spoken. Watch it for yourself. I know I'd love to see a sequel. 5 stars. Brother, I don't know who these people are, but they're the same people who probably didn't watch the Mortal Kombat movie. You know?
The same people who didn't watch Mortal Kombat's really funny.
They need to come out with the second one. I mean, I would love to see a second movie where they do it better. Like, I think saying Warcraft movies like a 6.5 or 7 out of 10 is fair. You know? 3.5, a 4. A 4 is tough. 3.5 makes sense out of a scale of 5. 10, 6, 7. It's not great. It's an okay watch if you know the lore and they don't like explain a lot of stuff very well, but man. Whew. Mortal Kombat, huh? People, People really.
So what are the low star reviews on Mortal
Oh,
Kombat?
interesting. Let's see. Mortal Kombat 1995 was better and a more true to the source material. This had fun fight scenes, but overall wasn't a good movie. It seemed very low budget and a waste of time. 1 star. Hey, there we go. We're getting to the actual people.
Sounds a little more accurate.
2.5 stars. As a big fan of Mortal Kombat games, I was a bit disappointed with this movie, but I like that it is rated R. Now, see, that's interesting because we have what I would believe to be the normies coming in saying, hey, this is so great, like just like the games. Surely they didn't play the same games. Because in what games? Anyway, 0.1 star. The main character gets his ass kicked by a nobody in an MMA fight, then goes toe to toe with Kung Lao.
Kung Lao.
Goes toe to toe with Kung Lao. Get real. As a diehard of the OG movies and the stories of Mortal Kombat, this is a slap in the face. Character design was great and the fight choreography was decent. They tell us the story like we are dumb and expect us to be okay with it. Well, you know, you have to understand too, when this movie came out, I imagine it was a summer blockbuster, right?
I don't remember when it dropped, but I think it was summer. Yeah.
So if this was a summer blockbuster, that would mean,
I think it was May or June.
yeah, if it's in summer blockbuster territory, every summer blockbuster game, unfortunately, my guy, whoever that was, Ricardo D, unfortunately, my guy, if you're listening to this somehow, that's just summer blockbusters, baby. The audience is dumb as fuck and they gotta spoon feed it to you. You know? 0.1 star
Yeah.
though, which, you know, that's more notable.
That's really funny. I respect that.
I would rather watch the original Mortal Kombat Part 1 that came out in the 90s. They have utterly destroyed this
95.
entire franchise, from the games to these horrible movies. They have lost the feel for what Mortal Kombat was all about. You know, let me ask you this. We've been talking about Mortal Kombat for a while. In the broader scope of the fighting game major, like top 4, top 5 franchises, if there are one, like top 3, top 4, top 5, whatever the top are, Mortal Kombat, like the worst of the worst, like the worst of the best? Are they like where are we ranking Mortal Kombat just in general? Like, is it
like mechanically or like by popularity?
just like by popularity? Is it actually just like the hee hee ha ha make fun of it whipping boy of the fighter franchises?
Yes.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
then
it
that
is.
makes sense why these movies are trash. Because I was going to be like, why does it look like these movies are handled with no love and care? And that's probably why. Because also the games probably aren't handled with love and care either. That's funny.
Well, okay, so like, because here's the thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything. That's why I'm asking questions. I'm in the questions asking seat, you know?
So like, yeah. So like, kind of here's like the vibe,
Sure,
right?
tell me.
Is that Mortal Kombat is the second best-selling fighting game ever.
Yeah.
Well, franchise, not specifically Mortal Kombat 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
But like the Mortal Kombat franchise is the second best-selling franchise of fighting games ever. At I believe $9 billion total revenue at the time the statistics were updated. Excuse me.
Sure.
Street Fighter is the number one at 25 billion.
Sure.
So almost triple. And then Virtua Fighter is like tied with Mortal Kombat or just a little bit lower. So, you know, it's kind of up there or whatever. And then I think Killer Instinct might be next as like single games go. It's like Street Fighter 2, Virtua Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 1, but like the original, not the one called Mortal Kombat 1, and then Killer Instinct or something. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is, Mortal Kombat's like the second best selling fighting game franchise ever. And the problem with that is that it's not a fighting game. I mean, it is objectively a fighting game, but like it's one of the only fighting games from the West.
I see.
You know? So like Virtua Fighter and Street Fighter, Tekken, these are all Eastern fighting games. And specifically, Street Fighter in particular is made in such a way that it is an exceedingly complex dance. You know, the combos are all very specific, timings are tight, execution is like really high. The even like the ability to perform inputs in like older Street Fighter games on like arcade and pad is like kind of tough. And it wasn't very visually flashy. Like, you know what I mean? It was like kind of a muted aesthetic. When you
Yeah.
win, there's no big like explosion. It just like the other person falls over. Like you punch Chun-Li in the dome, and she's like, ah, ah, ah. She bounces on the ground and it's over. You
Yeah,
win.
notoriously,
That's
I
it.
remember I've seen the older games. I didn't play them myself, but I like seen them. And then
Yeah.
now it's like you pull their skeleton out of their mouth and fucking use it as a fleshlight or something.
Well, Mortal Kombat, yes. But like Street
Oh, you're
Fighter,
talking about Street Fighter.
Street
I'm so
Fighter is
sorry.
like a flashier now.
I thought we were.
No, we're talking about Street. We're talking about Street Fighter. We're talking about Street Fighter.
Mortal Kombat, sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm saying Street Fighter is like this elegant, wonderful dance with high execution.
Sure.
And the appeal of Street Fighter is playing a fighting game. It's the fighting game player's fighting game because it's about playing the game. And when you all the games in the Street Fighter line, the early ones, are constructed in such a way that like the time is very short between playing a round and going to the next one, because most of that experience is just, I want to be in here doing the dance. I'm trying to like, the mechanics are the selling point. And again, it's not very visually flashy. Old Mortal Kombat, by contrast, was made to be like baby's first Fisher-Price game where the inputs are unbearably easy and the mechanics basically don't exist, but it's visually flashy. It's like, oh, so much gore, so much blood. Oh, the earth blew up because a penguin laid an egg.
Oh, so what you're basically saying in so many words, if I may, for the normies out there, it was made for the normies. It was made for like, it was actually made for the people that like didn't want to think about anything.
Right, yeah. Yes. It's literally like the flashy, dumb bullshit game. And like, for an example, you know, part of the execution difficulty of early Street Fighter is fireballs and half fireballs.
Mm-hmm.
Where you have to like go, it's a 3 and 5 direction inputs, back, down, forward, plus the button, or, you know, down, forward for the button, or the dragon punch motion, like the Shoryuken, is forward, down, forward in kind of a Z shape.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat inputs are like forward button, like tap.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like they're not like they're designed to be simpler.
Like more arcadey, is that the right like?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Sure.
Right. Even like Noob Saibot in like, I believe the third one, MK3 Ultra, like, or Ultimate. MK Ultra.
MK Ultra. Oh my god.
That's hilarious. Yeah. MK3 Ultimate. Like his move, his like his tight move, like where he like warps next to the enemy and like grabs him and blah blah blah. You just hit like down up on the stick. There's no buttons. Just
sure. Yeah, it's like more arcadey, like, more fun. Who cares?
Right. Like notably in Street Fighter, you have 3 punches and 3 kicks, and you have to choose which punch and kick you're hitting at a time to like build your combos and and like there's rules. Like certain punches go into certain other punches, certain kicks go into certain kicks, but you can't like heavy punch into light punch. That combo doesn't work. So there's like steps and mechanics and Mortal Kombat's punch button. This is true in Mortal Kombat 1. When you hit punch, your character goes with his 2 hands like a stupid machine gun.
Oh, I hate
like it just.
Yeah, I already hate that.
It just punches.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Also, famously, there is no trip guard in old Mortal Kombat. So when you do a sweep kick, it like will catch somebody in such a way that they like fall over on their back. It's like a hard knockdown.
Yeah, sure.
And that can hit someone who is jumping if they're like just a little bit off the ground.
That's dumb.
And also it can hit somebody on wake up.
Okay.
Before they can block.
Yeah, okay.
So a lot of old Mortal Kombat is just mashing sweep kick and looping people with right timing until they're dead.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
It's so dumb, man. It's really bad. And but they have fatalities. Ooh, big gory, super flashy. So like again, to be like, not to like harp on this too hard, but the philosophy of Street Fighter is that the round is the appeal. The philosophy of Mortal Kombat is that the end of the round
Is the appeal.
like what happens outside of the fight is the appeal.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's when you get the flashy fatality, brutality, animality. Like
yeah, it's the if you want fine dining, you're gonna go do a little Street Fighter. You're gonna enjoy that. If you want your fast food that is just garbage but tastes good at the end, it's that like bam, that instant hit. You're gonna have that Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. Like Mortal Kombat is like a lukewarm enchilada in the Taco Bell parking lot at 4 a.m.
Hey, sometimes you need a
You know what I
lukewarm. Sometimes you need that. I guess.
Sometimes you need that.
In
Taco Bell sauce goes crazy. I get it.
I guess like in the world of fighting
and
games,
I like Mortal Kombat, to be clear.
Yeah. Well, because here's the thing, like every series has to appeal to like. Obviously, Mortal Kombat saw that market wasn't being tapped, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll tap the fast food genre. We'll tap the fast food enjoyers.
Yeah,
where Gordon Ramsay can make these duck sales or whatever for all these other assholes over here. Like he's doing his other shit. Makes sense.
Yeah, famously, Mortal Kombat's the reason we have the ESRB, by the way.
Well, yeah.
Because they had to start grading games to not be acceptable for children for that.
Man, I haven't heard or thought about the ESRB in so long. Do you remember? Did you ever think about that as a kid? Like when you were getting a game, like, oh man, what's this rated? Like, hope my mom lets me get it. Did you ever?
I never thought about the ESRB rating, but my mom did. Yeah.
Well, because like I guess didn't think about it as a kid very much, but I know if something was rated T or rated like M, I'd have to do a lot of like, mom, but like it's really not that bad. Like a lot of
that I had to do too.
So there's a lot of like anxiety around like, I wonder what this game's gonna be rated as. Just like
sure.
It's so funny when you think about like that just switches off.
I'm kind of fortunate that most of the time I didn't give a shit about M-rated games anyway. Like I'm kind of an E for everybody guy for the most part. So like I'm lucky.
E for most people.
E for most people. That's funny. You don't like Glover? 64?
No, I just mean like not everybody. Obviously, we can't. The keys to the castle aren't for everybody anymore. You got
it's everybody.
Oh no,
it's everybody this time. Yeah.
Oh no,
it's E for literally every human on Earth. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like Mortal Kombat was designed solely to be fun, dumb, flashy kill, big fatality, haha. Yeah. And it wasn't released on home consoles at first. It was released on arcades only because so they had to like so they were like trying to figure out like how do we get easy arcade inputs, and then also we need to like a way to get people like pumping in quarters. So the fatalities were all unlisted.
Oh, interesting.
So people just had to pump in quarters and try it. And when you saw someone do a fatality at the arcade, you were like, whoa, this guy's God. How did he do that fucking sick thing? And they used that like grassroots, like people trying to replicate the fatalities. So what they would do is they would seed the community. They would have like a couple of people that like were from the industry that knew the fatalities go to arcades and beat people up for a day just to like start the rumor mill.
That's kind of cool.
And then people would, it was fucking tight.
I remember, man, that's another time for another podcast. I know,
yeah.
And I think maybe we talked about this, maybe we haven't, but like, man, back in the day when there wasn't a YouTube video for every single thing, and like you had to watch X Play to figure out like this secret WoW Easter egg you can get, the white cat, and blah 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 at 12:30 at night. Yeah. Man, I miss that shit so much.
Yeah, that was really cool. I like video game secrets a lot.
I just, man, yeah.
And Mortal Kombat secrets were for real secrets.
Yeah,
Like you had to
true.
like do every ladder fight in the arcade mode double perfect and without using whatever button.
Yeah.
And then also you have to get a fatality on all of them. And when you get to the stage with the bridge, you have to uppercut a guy with the
Yeah,
spikes. And then if you do all of
and then you
that,
go to the bathroom, and then like there's some like fucking code etched into the stall, and you're like, what is that? And you're like, why not try to put that into the thing while playing? That's so funny. Man,
also like the guys who make Mortal Kombat are chill.
I imagine like
so,
a lot of
yeah.
guys who make games other than like Randy Savage Lamau or Randy, whatever his name is, are Pitchford, probably a lot of chill people.
Yeah.
Randy
Savage.
I was joking, but yeah, Randy Pitchford. I feel like a lot of them are pretty chill for the most part. I guess there are some unhinged ones.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna love this. Get a load of this, right? Like, you know, like originally on the old games, like Mortal Kombat 1 through 3, all of the ninjas kind of look the same.
Sure.
Like Scorpion and Sub-Zero are the same dude by model. It's just that one of them is blue. You know?
Yeah.
Like they look.
I looked up the Mortal Kombat sprites.
Yeah, and like Reptile is just green Sub-Zero.
Yeah, and they're like weirdly real looking. I don't know how to explain that. Like they're
That's because they are real.
It's like stop motion or whatever.
No, that's they were videos. Yeah, they were literally recorded and then like animated over the real people.
Yeah.
They had like it's all motion capture.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Which is tight, I feel. I think that's sick.
It seems out of place on a 2D background, but yes, it is tight that they did that. You know, I'm not like dunking on it. It's just it's a funny thing from the past that is very weird to the eye when you see their shadows are very rudimentary but it's like fluid motion, but also
I forget which one it is. I think it's Mortal Kombat 6 maybe, but like there's one of them where the unlockable fighters include a guy in a mocap suit and his name is Mocap. He's just like a dude with like the black suit with the white balls everywhere.
I'm so sorry. There is a fucking fight scene. I'm looking at this map they're in, and it's just a copy and paste of a bald dude. And is this for real or is this like a meme? I don't know what's happening here. I googled to see what you were talking about with the skins.
Oh, mocap.
Is that like a real fighting ring? Because that's hilarious that they're just copy and pasted dudes in the back.
Yeah, that's real.
That's so funny. It's just copy and pasted dudes in the back, the same one bald guy, and like a Chinese fighter ring. Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah, well, that's because it's the monks.
Oh, true. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, those are like the monks that are all chilling in the back.
I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah, that's real. I think that's Mortal Kombat 1. These are kind of
tight. This Etsy guy makes like 2D, like
like a diorama type
statues.
Shadow.
They're statues, but they're like in the 2D forms. I don't know what they use for that. That's tight. 3D statues, but using the 2D models.
Yeah, that's.
But you know what's also pretty good, Bo?
But
you know what's also insane?
Hey yo.
You know what it is? You know what? Who also uses mocap?
Who uses mocap, brother?
The end of the bit podcast, baby. We're about to mocap the ending right now, baby.
You're so right. Oh my god.
No.
Tell me. You know what? If we were unlockable fighters in a video game, how would you be unlocked?
I would be unlocked via a Mexican pizza Taco Bell code on the back of a large Pepsi, but you have to get it via the Mexican pizza meal with the with the nacho cheese and subsequent
queso dippy time. Yeah. That's tight. I like that.
Or hear me out. Or there is you get like a CD, the OST of the game, and you with your own blood,
like the music disc.
Yeah, you let your own blood fall on the disc, and then it like the blood is the only thing that can dissolve the thing holding the key, the code or whatever. And then like you do it like that. That'd be tight.
It's like a ritual you have to perform with like.
I think we'd get sued, but that'd be tight. We could like package a vial of blood. You could do
Maybe.
like the vial of blood package where you like give them blood, like pig blood or something, and then like they can do it themselves. Or you give them options, right? You don't want to, like, if you don't want to cut your hand to like do it, pussy. But also, I get it.
I would say that. I would put it on the package. Don't be a pussy. No balls.
Yeah, that's how you get my code.
Yeah.
The Taco Bell
Yeah.
code or like blood on the
that's
city
tight.
code.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. That's
Yeah.
tight. Hell yeah, brother. And with that said, to end this pod, we're going to be announcing the release of our soundtrack. Our OST.
What's the name of our OST?
The name of our
Yeah,
OST?
the name, yeah.
The name of our OST is Parking Lot Regrets.
And what would the first track on Parking Regrets be?
The first track,
the title track.
the first, yeah, like the single, the radio single. Yeah, the first single on Parking Lot Regrets is it's just gonna be called 1111, but like the time, like 11:11, like the
Goddamn, I love it.
Yeah. And then we're gonna release a special version called the Midnight Sessions.
Oh, tight.
It'll have like 2 bonus tracks like a year later.
Oh, that'd be tight. That'd be tight. Little like B-sides or whatever we didn't fit on the album.
Yeah. It'll be our demo magnetic, but like not mixed terribly.
Love that. Yeah, true. Yeah, Death Magnetic.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother.
Anyway, bye.